here, so I'm just gonna let that resolve with that.
We opened a worse. We opened a basement juice one time, so.
True.
Welcome everyone to. Oh, I'm muted, so that's even better. They can't even hear me, anyways. Good thing I caught that. Welcome everyone to DieFall: The Seed of Life, episode 7.
Oh, wait, there.
I was basement juice.
We always come back on basement juice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm just
Similar to last
wasn't
week.
named that on YouTube.
Okay, you know.
Joel.
Wow.
Just roll with it. It's Christmas. Everyone's drunk.
Everyone's drunk. I don't think any of us are even drinking. Like, this is just.
Everyone
We
here
can
is
change
like
that.
caffeining.
We could change that. This is a 3-hour
Should
show.
we drink? Should we all take a
Blurred.
shot?
Blurred.
That's like, wait, can we drink?
I mean, I've got tequila
I'm not gonna
downstairs. You're more than welcome to drink on this show, as long as, you know, everyone else is
Oh god, no,
comfortable
not
with
right
that.
now.
It's
Oh,
the
Joel,
holidays.
you don't have to be stuck in
theme.
4 hours with everyone being piss drunk.
I mean,
It'll
it's
go
the
with
holidays.
story. Super
Smile.
excited about that.
I mean, it would be in the meta. It would be in the meta, so yeah.
okay, maybe during break. You know, we're an hour and a half in. We'll see how it feels, and then, you know,
Okay, we prep a
that
shot
puts
for
our
break.
West Coasters. That puts our West Coasters after 5 p.m. Right? So, you know.
That's
that
very
makes
considerate,
it
thank you.
acceptable.
Yeah.
I'm literally just finding excuses because now I don't want to go downstairs yet. But when I do, the tequila bottle is waiting. So, again, welcome everyone to DieFall: The Seed of Life. We're pretty punchy. This is what happens. We like D&D and it makes us happy, and this group's freaking awesome. So welcome to the show. It is on a Wednesday.
Who's next to me on this like
It is a
overlay
Wednesday,
this
my
whole time.
dudes.
I'm gonna be
Wait,
like,
who's
whoever's-
next to you?
Whoever's right next to me on the display.
That's blurred. Yeah,
Blurred.
Blurred.
that's blurred. Blurred. The shirt points.
Sure,
Yes.
it could just be like cat face back the whole time.
Wait, can I don't even know if I can do that face. Look.
What is it?
I don't know, I can't make the face.
Yeah, but you need like your table. All right, it's fine. Whatever. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. It's a holiday weekend. It's my fault that everything's on a Wednesday, so you're welcome. We'll figure it out. It's fine. This is gonna be episode 7. My friends are cool. Some of us are wearing holiday stuff, and I've lost my entire train of
Merry
thought.
Christmas.
So... Death! Death!
Death before
Oh, baby
Oh
Yoda.
my god.
Cute.
Oh, Stella's is good.
I'll wear it.
I like that one.
So I've absolutely lost it. So Leslie, can you take the reins for me, please?
Yes.
And do
Hi.
and thank you.
Got
Thank
you.
you.
Welcome
Need more
to
coffee.
DieFall: Seed of Life. We are a Studio Ghibli themed D&D campaign. The backbone of this campaign is built off of a pre-written campaign called Eyes Unclouded, so please go support the creators who made that. But it is expanded upon by yours truly in a very ridiculous format. So, I am not going to give you guys a recap. Every episode we do a roll for chance on who gets to do recap of last episode. But if you guys are ready, everybody ready and stretched out to do your recap?
Super.
Oh
Alright.
god.
I'm so limber right now. Let's go.
Let's go.
Just dive in. All-
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'll stop.
And make sure with this roll that
Fine.
you are selected on your character as we play.
It's fine. We've got this. I just have this weird constant feeling in the back of my brain right now, which is why it shut off that I forgot something and I don't know what it is.
You know
Oh,
what?
no.
I'm
And
glad
it's
this is just a
the weirdest feeling.
Yeah,
I'm
just
glad
get
this
it
is
out
just a
now.
story
Get it out
roll.
now, Stella.
2.
Although
two.
you got screwed because I rolled a 1.
So that's you.
Do you want my
Nesca
notes?
recap. Nesca recap. Yeah,
now
quit
I'm doing the cat
scan
face.
them. You gotta scan them and send them.
Okay, so what would Nesca remember?
don't-
Which is kind of fun
okay.
that your character is being highlighted for the.
Oh,
recap
I got
last week.
naked.
Yup, that happened.
Blurred and I got naked. Okay.
We did
okay.
get
Basically, basically
That happened.
after that big old battle, we finally started to go back to. This is gonna be the worst recap, by the way. We went back to the village area, like the where people live. We went to.
It's true.
We met the general and his army, and we made fun of the general, and then we got tasked with protecting the village or doing them a favor. So then Blurred and I went to a healer who was this really nice turtle grandma, and we got naked and we got medicine put on us. And then sorry. Oh, Stub has a cat friend. Stub has a cat friend now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and then they all got breakfast, and they went to a street vendor who had a bunch of weapons and stuff, and they all each got really cool stuff, which I'm sure we'll go over today. And then we met the general again, and now we're going into a forest.
That is
yes.
true. Yeah.
I like
so,
that.
Last week we began our episode with the end of a fight. We had a discussion with the general and Elder Mernon about the responsibilities that our party now owes to Wieldstone based on both their helping and proving themselves worthy, but also their inability to keep fire under control. And then they stayed, half the party stayed with Levy, half the party stayed with Elder Muriel, who are a couple we found out. And Muriel healed or put an ointment to slow the curse on Nesca and Rin, but did give them some warnings about their curse. Stubbs stayed outside protectively and adopted a cat. And then the next morning, our party set out to go and meet the general at daybreak. On the way, stopping by a store, picking up some sweet new loot, which should be, for those of you who had a weapon, it will be listed in your attack abilities. Stella, yours has multiple different ones. Each form of that attack is a action, and when we get to any sort of fight scenario, we'll talk about how to utilize that. Ham cannot be charmed or frightened, or has advantage against charmed or frightened now. The Krog has a wand of smiles. Nesca has some daggers that do crazy fun damage and stuff. And Rin has a staff that is called the Tough Love Staff, or Staff of Tough Love, which with a bonk also heals. And Stubbs got some sweet armor upgrade. So our party is now decked out, ready to go. They met General Garen Roneth outside. General Garen Roneth and his commander underneath him gave you guys instructions, including a fairly simply drawn map to go by, and told you about the whereabouts to which they think this witch's house could be, or where they're trying to go within that space. That's the only clues they have as far as like what the darkness is or where it's coming from, or based on what you've heard. So that's what we're diving in. We're going into the forest. It's our first time into this undying thicket, is what it's called. And our party just stepped in. Just breached in, including Cat. I forgot what you named your cat though.
Bub! It's
Bub!
Stub and Bub!
Stub and Bub.
Oh, and I scanned the cat. I have assessed the cat is not a threat.
The cat came off as a cat to Nesca when she scanned it, so.
I did want to mention, I added all the like magic items to everyone's inventory and stuff today, so if it...
Thank you.
Some of yours have rolls, so if it doesn't work, then let me know and I'll try and fix it. Stella's is incredibly complex.
Yeah,
so
when we get
let
to
me add 'em,
you, if
coach.
it gets to combat today, just
so
tell me what you want to do based on your understanding of your item, and then we'll talk about how you'll get that done. And then we'll get used to that roll as we go, so. Okay, let me swap us on over. So you guys have stepped into the woods. You have breached into the forest. Who is leading our pack and reading the map, I assume? Stubbs?
I'll be at least leading, it's like scouting and / survival wise. If that involves the map, I can do that as well. I didn't know if that's intelligence wise, I might hand that off to someone.
I would argue with your experience being a bounty hunter, people have provided you with maps to certain monsters or encounters that you've needed in your past.
Sure.
I don't think you need to be like a cartographer to read this map, essentially. But it is... We do know, based on y'all's reports about the forest, previously, that the forest is not very charted. And the few scouts that have made it back have come back with little information, but what they have given you is what they have so far, essentially.
Sure.
So
If you think that's enough, I'm down.
yeah, so it's crudely drawn. It's drawn by a soldier, trying to give you guys a little bit of an advance on how to get there. But there's definitely like landmarks on your map, and we'll get to each of those as we scout forward. So if anybody has anything else they want to do before we move forward in the woods, do it. If not, Stubbs, roll me our scouting survival. And if anybody is wanting to help by reading the map or trying to help Stubbs, like pointing directions or anything, you're more than welcome to, and I'll let him roll with advantage.
Backseat driver Ham has arrived.
Yeah, wait, I was going to actually check something really quick because I think I'm actually in my favored terrain.
You have forest now as a favorite terrain. So.
Yeah, so I don't need a backseat driver. I can do this my
You're
own.
welcome to roll
No
for
one
that
ever
anyways,
needs a
though.
backseat driver.
Do this my own selves. All right, I'm gonna roll survival with an advantage, DM. Is that correct?
Yep, do it.
Okie doke. That's a 15.
15.
But
Okay,
what could it
everybody
have
else.
That's still a 15.
Everybody else in the party, roll me a con save. Con save.
Wait, what?
22.
13.
19.
20.
Okay.
Oh,
So everybody else, you're fine. But Stub, you're successfully routing your way through this first initial part of the map. It seems to be the most traveled and understood. There's like a couple of marks about some huge ancient trees that you're gonna come through. There's a marking for a smaller thicket. There's a previous camp from soldiers who'd gone there before that you guys have passed, pretty easily noted on your map. But as you're traveling, it's almost like maybe you didn't get enough rest last night. I don't know if it's like the cat, but there's something about it that, whether it's stress or something is giving you a little bit of lethargy about moving through this space.
Okay, that's fine. I can totally handle this. Where's the coffee?
Who's in the back of the pack?
Me.
Probably.
Okay.
Krog, keeping your eye behind, I guess.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check.
Mm-hmm. 18.
Ooh, 18. You notate that after the first, we'll say, 30 minutes of you guys kind of pushing through, the sound of the military in the village behind you was obviously very prevalent once you guys got into the forest, but it took no time for it to get completely washed out by silence in the forest. Eerily so. But you know that people have talked about this wood being thick and, again, not well traversed is what we'll say.
Okay. I was actually gonna ask you, do we hear anything? The answer
right now,
is no.
it's the sound of forest. You guys don't have to roll a perception about it. It's kind of a normal sound of forest. It is very dense. Moss is ridden over trees. The deeper you get in, the ferns are thick at the base of the forest. There is
They are. Ham has to squint while he's walking through it because the ferns keep hitting him eyeball level.
But this is still the beginning of where many of these soldiers have gone in here, so it seems still well traveled for a forest path based on these military undertakings in this space. So nothing really happens on your first hour or so travel in. So I'm gonna need you guys to roll the same rolls again: a scout and con save.
6 for con save.
17.
I got 16.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
18. Nice.
Biggest
18
person in the
survival.
party is gonna
14.
con.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ham and Rin,
The ferns are in my eyes.
Ham and Rin, you guys start getting out of the same feeling. And whether you want to attune it, Ren, to your curse, you had to sleep on your stomach all night, who knows? But something is something. You're tired more than you would be traveling on foot previously.
I think I
Ham's the
have
same.
allergies. I don't.
That's right.
My nose is stuffy, and my eyes are watering, and my energy is getting like sapped.
Do you need a lift?
I do. Yes.
Okay, hop up.
I want to pick up. Gonna pick him up.
And I do. And the world has never looked so glorious, but from the back of a tall man.
Half orc, excuse me.
Oh.
So, based on this part of your map, you guys have seen that you got past the previous encampments. The trail has become more overgrown.
And we're
still
heading towards like a cabin in the woods, right?
You're headed towards the inner thicket. There is a marking of where the last space that a scout has gone, and they assumed that there was something there, but they came back to notate to General Garen and them before proceeding forward. So, yes, based on the drawing. You guys, the next part of the map indicates a river or a creek or something that you guys are to find, cross. It looks like cross based on what they've drawn, and follow it until you're going to reach a kind of swamp or marsh. It looks like it's drawn on the map. So, you guys crest through the brush without very much struggle based on Stubbs' very, very confident leading abilities to this favorite terrain. He's probably pointing out things too, like as he goes, like this is this tree, this is this thing. And you come up on a ridge where there is a larger, like a smaller creek that is flowing over the edge down into a larger creek. And you can tell that if you look across the water, the path is not there. But if you guys look down, the path extends at the bottom.
So we have to cross the creek, yeah?
You'll have to climb down it.
All right.
Oh, I got this. I'm made for this.
And Ham,
All right, go for it.
Yeah. Oh no! Krog tosses Ham into the water.
Ham, roll me a dex save.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is that a nat 20?
That's a nat 20.
Popping off.
wow.
Ham
Made for this.
literally like lands in the water, his little amphibious body, holding his book upwards, making sure it's not wet, and he paddles his little feet, including his little tail, across the water and successfully lands where the path extends down on the other side.
So all you gotta do is believe in yourself.
Would the rest of the party cross?
Yeah.
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 Stub, I'll need you to roll me a dex save. Everybody else will be able to make it through.
Yeah. That's a 22, not natural 20.
Close, close, good though. Easily traverses across the pond rocks at the top of this ridge without any slip or failure. And the rest of the party, you could pretty easily wade across. The water is not super high for y'all. But now on the other side, there is this great big tree, almost like a big great oak tree with moss, and its roots have now grown over this edge. And it looks like you guys are gonna have to climb down to where the rest of the path extends to the base of where this small waterfall is down to keep going on your trail.
Okay. So do we need to,
You know.
to climb that?
Yeah, you'll have to climb down. And unless you guys want to figure out some other way, I'll just need you guys to make a dexterity check for your climb down. Because it is covered in moss, wet.
Would it be made easier by just utilizing some rope?
If you want to, sure.
I will unbraid my braided longbow that I've never gotten to use in this capacity before, and it is now 50 feet of hemp rope.
Very nice.
What?
Yeah, that's a thing I have.
Yeah, so you guys
That's pretty
see Stub pull his bow off his back that's been like a braided wooden shape this whole time. And he furrows back the tip of it, and it slowly unravels into this rope now.
Oh yeah, it's a rope. Sorry. And Just gonna tie that somewhere that seems stable
You
enough.
could probably use the big tree or one of its larger roots at the top
Yes.
of that hill.
And do that and be like, and use this. And hopefully that will help.
Okay, who goes down first?
Ham.
Stub.
Okay. Ham,
I'll show you. This was I built for this too.
Ham, give me a dexterity check with advantage.
I roll. Oh, with an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm gonna roll again.
Yeah.
Okay. First one was a 5. Second one was a dirty 20.
So good. So good. Ham puts his little feet down, extends, and it's probably because some of the roots, there are a lot of intertwined roots going down the wall face here, and some of them are small enough that might not hold our larger passengers in the party, but the smaller individuals would be able to put their weight on it. So you have way more foot space to go down with your size. So you pretty easily just hop, jump, maybe like a little bit of a slide and scoot at the end.
Yeah.
And
You gotta be careful because your belly's gonna stick out in a way that makes it hard for both your arms to reach the wall. But just suck it in.
okay, who's next?
So dexterity then?
Yeah, if you're utilizing the rope that Stubbs has provided, they'll tie it around you, and then you can roll a dexterity save with advantage.
Oh.
An 11. Strange enough, you guys see this beautiful Yonti woman who seems fairly graceful with most of her activities normally, kind of awkwardly climb down this face. She makes it fine. No fall on her patoot at the end or anything, but it's definitely like awkward. There's a lot of moss, and the roots are soaked in this wood from this river, or from this water from this river right here. So it's a couple of awkward hand movements where she, might have fallen, but she's very graceful. It still lands. And then unties the rope and sends it back up. Who's next?
Hey, stop.
What's the distance between where we're coming from and where we're landing?
It's probably about maybe between like 15 to 20 feet of a climb.
Okay.
Hey, stop. Is this gonna hold us?
Stub, will your rope hold the larger party members?
Yeah, it's magical in nature. I feel like it's probably okay. He says nervously, having never tried it with anything larger than himself, so we'll find out.
Okay, if I break it, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just
here
won't
I
have a
come.
bow for the rest of the time that we're out here, so
That's
it's
okay, we
probably
do.
fine.
Okay, all right, I'm going for it. Get out of the way down the bottom there.
Here I come.
So with the ushering of everybody at the bottom to back up just in case, Krog makes his way down. Give me a dex save with advantage with the rope.
Something help. 3.
If this breaks my bow, I'm actually upset. We're gonna find out, please.
It wasn't in that one. We're fine.
Okay.
Krog does stumble on his way down. Slips on one of the smaller branches he may have seen Ham put his little foot on. And it snaps under his weight, and about 5 feet into it, he kind of slides, bops, and rolls down the bottom. Roll me 1d6, Krog. You're gonna take
some bruises.
3 bludgeoning damage
Ow.
on the roots as you go down.
I told you
My
to suck it
butt.
in.
I tried, that's slippery, man. Ah, my butt hurts. No.
So Krog unties himself, goes back up, or sends the rope back up. Who's next? Be Ren.
Ren, this is for you. I have to untie this, so.
I'll go ahead. You said with advantage.
Yeah, a dex save with advantage.
Use my rope.
27, very nice.
Ooh.
Almost as though he's done this before. You guys see Ren, not even a hand on the rope, almost as though watching somebody fall confidently. Like at first you're like, what, is he falling? No, he's actually very gracefully, monk style, rolling and bouncing all the way down and lands on his feet, shakes it off, ties the rope off, and throws it back up to Stub. Show off.
All right, I will untie my rope and turn it back into a bow, sling it over my shoulder, and make my way down, hopefully
just a
without
flat
any
dex
issue.
save. Yeah.
Yeah. 16.
16. Yeah. Stub comes down to utilizing some of the same branches that Ham did. He probably, with his survival knowledge, notated wait between all the party members as he watched.
Yes.
And pretty gracefully made it down. Big brain stuff.
Big brain.
But still, everybody made it down, no problem. But we're at the bottom of this cliff face. You guys can kind of see where the path goes forward. But we're still gonna have to keep scouting forward on our journey. So, unless you guys want to stay for any reason, it's been about 2 to 3 hours in y'all's journey. You guys can keep going forward.
My feet are sore, and I do have a headache, and I can't breathe through my left nostril.
Is there anything else?
I would take a break. It would be fine if we all need to keep going, but just saying, this waterfall and we got along.
Well, we can take a quick rest if you feel like that will help you. I don't think we're in any real form of rush.
If we weren't about to face off against some evil witch potentially that harnesses darkness, I'd say this would be a pretty good spot for a picnic.
Oh,
Just
I detect a bit of sass?
No, I want to stay here. It's pretty.
Oh.
It is really nice. This part of the wood is you can still see the sun cracking through the leaves. There's great trees. You can tell that these trees have been there for centuries upon centuries. This is an old forest, not traveled very much at all. So whatever you want to do.
I could take the longest nap.
Rest? Yeah. I mean, might as well. It's quote short rest, but not really short rest, and just picnic.
And we've been rolling these con saves, and it's been like tuckering us out, right?
Yeah, a few of you guys have felt a little bit more tired than the other party members seem. So you could take a rest if you want. Okay.
Stubb's gonna take a nap.
I want to go forage and see if I can find some berries and stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe
sure.
something like mentally to help with the Ham's breathing problem.
You're more than welcome to. You definitely have knowledge in the nature and plants of this continent. And you know what could be a little bit of relief, not fully medicine based, but enough to you've had your chill moments where you found specific roots to alleviate some small ailments and stuff in your time traveling and stuff. So, give me well, first of all, how far are you going to go away from your party?
Within hearing distance, so if someone screams, I can still hear them.
Okay.
I'll be quick. Just a quick little scurry around.
Sure. Yeah. Roll me a nature check.
22.
22. Nice. You definitely find a few bits of healing kind of moss. It's like a juniper type of moss that you know that if Ham breathes it, doesn't chew it or eat it, but if he breathes it, it'll clear out his sinuses a little bit. So as long as he keeps some in hand, he'll be able to continue clearing out his nasal
sniffing it
as he moves. Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll come back to him and be like,
hey.
I was resting my eyes.
Sorry, it's fine. Oh,
I wasn't sleeping. I was resting my eyes.
Sorry if I woke you, but I found this stuff. I don't entirely know what it's called, but I know that it helps with the breathing problems you're experiencing. So if you sniff
put it in my nose?
No, don't put it in your nose. Don't eat it either. Just sniff. Give it a big ol' clear that crap out of there.
I can't. Well, the one nostril can smell it. That's not the one that needs the help.
It'll get in there and unclog it, and then you can have a runny nose for a little bit. So just do that, okay?
That's so. I can't fight the darkness when I have snot coming out of my nose.
Just do the at them. It'll be fine.
And I do that.
please cannot try dodge that.
Dan, do you just do it in the middle of everybody, or do you turn away?
I figured I was turned towards Krog.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wow.
Krog the body shield for this.
Ham, roll me a 1d.
Yeah, how do I roll a mucus explosion? Is it /R or R/?
/R space 1d4.
I rolled a 4, baby. How much boogers is
Frog,
that?
roll me a dex save.
God.
So many boogers.
18.
18. You
Please
definitely
let me dodge
notice that within a couple of sniffs of Ham, again, it's almost involuntary that he snorts /
Expels.
sneezes and expels, yes, a large amount of mucus that might have been lodged for most of this trip in there. And it was aimed right at your feet. But because you saw him go beforehand, you had just enough time to kind of scoot to the side as it on the ground.
How does that much crap come out of such a small body? Jeez. That's impressive.
I have other surprises for you, if you're interested in that question to be answered.
Let's hold that thought. Do you feel better?
Do I?
Yeah, you definitely, with that roll of a 1d4 as a 4, you definitely cleared a lot out.
There's a part of me that wants to change Ham's voice. I feel quite lovely now.
It's like years.
It's like years of my true self had come out. No, I won't do that.
Wow.
That'd be so good.
I bet that's rejuvenating.
I don't know what that word means.
We call this firm Netty firm. Like a Netty firm.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, love that.
So the rest of the party
Ham just inspects his snot bubble.
The rest of the party that hasn't been like fully resting, you can all obviously, if you've lost HP, which should be one of you at the moment, can refresh that with your short rest. But everybody roll me a con save other than Krog and Ham. Okay. Rin and Stub, even though you're resting, there's still this lingering feeling of being tired. You could easily doze in and out of a nap during your time down, but, you know, nothing's refreshing out of that, so.
That dang bird keeps waking me up. It's so squeaky. Can't get any rest around here.
Is there anything else anybody else wants to do on their downtime of their rest?
I've done enough.
I've done enough.
Perfection. Okay. So you guys pack up pretty quickly. Had some snacks. Did our music just get really loud for a second? That's so weird. Anyways, you guys have had your snacks, your rest. You pack up your little packs, and you get out on the road again. Stub, I'll need you to roll me your survival check again with advantage.
Yep.
Still
Still tired. Still grumpy.
Everybody will need to roll a con save, and then we'll get to that part first. So.
26 natural 20 in the survival, 10 for con.
Nice.
23.
Okay. Okay.
12.
Very successfully. Even though the path has gotten a little bit, if not a lot, harder to actually see. You know, through your traveling through forest and woods and your favorite terrain, like what it looks like where mankind, quote unquote, or humanoids have traveled through forest and dense forest specifically. You've had to track people probably through them before too, Stub. However, everybody is now tired, almost to the point to where it's slowing your movement. Your feet feel lethargic in the fact of moving. Not, you can still do it. Like you look down and you're like, they're moving fine, but I feel like they're dragging, almost as if they're in mud.
Why are we doing this again? It's really exhausting.
Because we've set a village on fire, and we need to help them.
Yeah, but was it really us that set the village on fire, or was it just Ham?
Yeah, was it really? Hey,
Well,
Hey,
you know.
I think I don't even have the energy to argue.
Ooh, wait.
Oh, forgive me, party. By
That's
the way,
not
I've forgotten
good.
that Pim has been with y'all this whole time. So
Oh,
she's
hey,
feeling,
Pim.
She's feeling the same. I don't know why I let that slip my mind. I'm just so eager about what you guys are doing that I let it slip that she's
Wow.
been with you guys, probably quietly and collecting behind you guys this whole time. This is her first journey into the thicket or into a wood like this, so I'm sure she's probably been very like.
Pim, you made it across those rocks and down the rope really quickly and really easily. You're impressive, honestly.
Actually, I slipped once. I don't know if you guys noticed. But yeah, I'm surprised too. Yeah,
You're very stealthy.
you know. I've been having. She's like, it essentially implies that she's had to keep out her skirts a couple of times in her life. So she's learned a thing or two about staying quiet. But not against you guys, more against trying not to alert anything that could be in the forest. So. Okay. Stub, roll me a 1d2, please.
Is it mosquito bite?
Right? Oh, wait, I have my thing pumped out. So, a D2.
Mm-hmm.
2.
Okay. Stub, I'm sorry. Also roll me a perception check.
Sure. Wait, does that get the bonus for being
Actually,
in?
everybody roll me a perception check.
I want to see if I get my bonus points. Where are you at?
5.
Oh god, I got a 5 too.
Nice name.
Big ham eye 21.
Ooh, at least someone notices something. Hang on. Sorry, I'm trying to see if my natural explorer thing gives me. Traveling alone, tracking other creatures. No, I don't think it does.
This wouldn't be a check for anything terrain-wise.
Okay.
So
23.
23, still great. I feel like Ham and Stub in the front. Ham's still going, okay, and then we passed through this thing, and now we're looking for this thing, like trying to be super helpful.
He's like yawning a lot throughout the whole
Yeah.
thing.
You guys hear the sound ahead of you, just kind of between some trees over a brush, of a small cry of sorts.
Does it sound like a small child? Okay.
If you want to roll me a nature check, I can tell you based on.
Word. 16.
It's a deer. You know it.
Huh.
You've heard it before.
Would I know what? Is it a cry of
Is it-
pain or a
Is it?
cry
Yeah. Is
of?
it in pain?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, Krog is
you did-
100% going that way.
Hold.
Krog
Hold
didn't
up.
hear it.
Hold up.
Krog didn't hear it.
Hold up.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Not with
Hold
a
up.
5. Yeah.
Damn it.
So I'd like look around the group. There's a deer ahead. It's in pain. We can't see it yet. I just heard the cry. So either.
That's great. I'm getting hungry, so.
We gotta help it. Stub.
Right. Okay. But like quickly and quietly, maybe, just in case there's something there that's not friendly, because
No,
you know it's
we're gonna
killing
smash it
a
up.
deer. Okay.
We're going. I'm going.
Oh.
Oh!
Okay, so Krog
I
treads
will
forward.
say that I pointed in the general direction, so at least Krog knows where they're going.
Yeah. Yeah.
Krog's going.
Once Krog gets close enough to where you guys were in the front, Krog probably also hears. It's like a labored breathing, almost like a whinny sound.
Oh no.
I'm coming, little buddy.
Ham's hooking onto Krog's arm.
Okay.
Sorry, cats. I scared my cats with that.
Everybody follows Krog.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we don't want him going alone.
Yeah. So as you guys trample through the brush, make your way a little bit off path, you come into a small cove, and in front of you is a great deer. It's not bigger than the average deer. It's just large in size. You could very easily notice that it has been struck by arrow. Whoever's in the front, if you want to, roll me a either medicine or perception check. But it's clear that it is and has been here for a while, and is suffering. But also, it's clear that it is nearly to totally consumed by the shadow.
Oh.
Okay.
Ham holding
Crap.
onto Krog's arm, back and forth,
Uh,
looks
And Ham with a medicine
clocks it
check,
with a 19 medicine check. Yeah.
you can tell that these arrows have been there for a while. The wound has closed back over where the head has struck them. Any blood that would have been there is brown and crusted in the fur of this creature. This isn't a fresh wound by any means.
I
Oh,
tell
Krog
that
is
to
sad.
Krog.
So, what are you saying? There's nothing we can do. We gotta help it.
Well, the darkness is all around it now. That's the thing we should take care of first.
Shoot, darkness.
The moment you guys speak upon entering the cove, the deer, the stag, essentially, doesn't full lift its head, but its eyes dart in your direction, and you can hear the breathing intensify, but it's still labored.
It's okay, little buddy. It's okay. It's okay. We're just gonna get this out of here.
Pim, is this like shadow stuff that you can remove?
Pim kind of trupples up behind you guys, carrying her bag. And she sees the deer, and it doesn't take a full insight check for you to realize the sadness that falls over her face. And she tells you,
No, that's
I-
no.
I can't. Yeah.
Would you advise against eating this after it dies?
Ham!
And she expertly nods. Yes, do not eat this, please.
I don't want anything to go to waste, Krog.
Krog,
No, you're just what?
I'm going to make a suggestion and you're not going to like it.
I know what you're gonna say, and I don't want to be here for that.
Okay. But it has to happen and you know that.
Fine, just make it quick. I'm going over there.
Ren, can you?
I'm gonna go with Krog.
Thank you.
Gotta console Krog.
This is
Oh, boy.
bullshit, Ren. Why does it always do this? And then the bears, and then the deer. I hate this
Yep.
thing.
Ham gets out his tiny knife.
Oh my god.
It's like a butter knife.
Lo and behold,
Like a-
Ham was an
like a-
assassin the whole time.
Ham,
Yeah, right? Just
Ham,
a
I'm
Wild
gonna-
West hero, just standing
gonna-
over this deer like I'll be the one.
With you looking at Ham's little knife, Stub, you kind of know that either Ham's gonna need to know precise
Yep.
where to, or you're gonna have to do it.
Ham, I'm gonna suggest something.
You go tell me where to do it.
I'm gonna tell you to take a step back, maybe.
Okay, I gotta throw it. It's a running, and then it's. I gotta get the power behind it.
You're getting there. You're getting there. He's gonna pull out his short sword and he's like, I'm gonna do this, okay? Just
Oh,
This isn't
okay.
one to
All right,
practice on.
if you don't want me to do it, you could just say so.
Ham, I appreciate your help, but this is not the time.
All right, Ham steps back, crosses his arms to watch.
Heartless, Jesus.
We won't describe what happens to keep viewers safe and stuff, but Stub does his job. But upon immediately doing so, Stub, you hear.
What are you doing?
The Did you hear
Nobody
that?
Nobody else will hear it.
It
just-
sounded wet.
Do I hear it again at all, or does
Answer me. What are you doing?
putting a
notate,
poor
by the way,
creature out of its
it's-
misery?
It's in a language that you haven't heard in a long time.
Oh fuck. Oh boy. I will respond in that language. Do I? I'll say it out loud. It's putting a poor creature out of its misery.
And you guys all, nobody in the pack understands this language, but you hear Stub respond out loud to something in some language.
Damn, I think Stub is having a stroke.
Not having a
should we-
stroke.
Oh,
You hear the voice return and say,
It was never yours to do or take anyway.
And it was never yours to consume.
It's only a defense to take it back from you and your kind. Look at its hind. Look at the arrow. It was a grace to try to make it live further anyway.
I think Stub may do his best to just block out the voice at this point.
sure.
He may know that the longer the conversation it will go, the more it will twist what he's supposed to be feeling or what he should feel about this. And so he's going to do his best to just block it out because he feels like he did the right thing. And he needs to solidify on that.
Sure. And the moment you withdraw what you have done and turn and disconnect from what has happened, the voice is gone.
I'll look at Nesca. Not a stroke. But you remember when the darkness spoke to you?
Mhm.
Okay, well, it did the same, but in a very old language I haven't heard in a while.
What did it say?
Frog's gonna come back over.
Oh, step like in front of the stag and maybe not like Stub's very small, but like, aha, you can't see what's behind me.
What did it say to you?
It questioned what I was doing, which, well, I feel like it doesn't really agree with our methods or with any interference with what it's doing, so it was trying to save the stag in its own way.
What, by turning it into some twisted thing?
Anybody facing this conversation, roll me a perception check.
The people in the conversation as well, or just the ones?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
17.
5.
18.
In the matter of time since everybody but Ren, really. But in the matter of time, Ren's probably just like, I'm still not looking. It was, you noticed Stub talk. You've now noticed this conversation starting between Ren and Stub, but you, out of the corner of your eye, have noticed the shadow on the former stag dissipate into the other shadows in the woods around it.
There's that.
Yeah, run away, you little coward!
What?
Was there a specific area it went to, or was it just all over the place?
So this wood is without direct sunlight. The light that you do see that comes through from the sun is just trickling between like leaves and space in the trees. It's very thick. So at the base of the ground, at the floor, there is a heavy shadow underneath fern and bush, especially in this area, previous to the paths we had before. So it's almost as if it's watered itself down into the shadow that existed underneath the plants in that space. You didn't see it like skitter off like you had seen before and then rejoin the shadow wood. It's engulfed within the shadow already, like the shade of the wood itself. So.
Ugh. I'm creeped out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back to Stub and Ren. Sorry, Stub and Frog.
Yeah, so the shadow, it was trying to save it by changing it. It was using it as some kind of vessel for revenge against... It keeps coming back to this, and every time we've talked about it, it's our kind. We don't belong here. None of that. So I think it's angry with us, all of us, and the people around, and it is using... He kind of nods backwards towards the stag. Creatures to enact some form of reclamation.
the more we encounter it, the more I just want to smash it. I hate it.
Well, we may get our opportunity, so.
Well, we're clearly going in the right direction, so let's keep going.
Right,
I don't want to be here anymore.
right.
We can't even like take the leg.
Ham!
Pim responds to your cry out almost between a sniffle and a wipe away of a tear. No. Unfortunately, any of its return to this world is now blighted.
Well, thanks for your help, Ham. I guess. And
Anytime.
let's keep going.
Lead the way,
notating,
Mr. Rager.
It's been about 4 hours, maybe 5 hours in your travel through this wood. It seems like time has been okay, but you can still kind of tell through the range of the shadow or the light shafts through the trees how long it's been through your day.
And that would make it about, what, noon?
Yeah,
Because we left at sunrise.
you left super early.
Okay.
If you continue moving forward, same old rolls. I'll need a survival
do
from
it.
our party front and con from everyone else.
25.
Wow.
Oh, God, I got
22.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Nice. So we have
Neska, you're
a
doing great.
25 from Krog.
yeah.
We have a 22 from Ham. We have a 2 from Neska.
Oh!
And a nat 1!
A 23 from Rin. We have a 22 survival from Stub, but then a nat 1 that results in a 4 for his con save. So you guys trudge forward. Krog and Rin almost maybe as though the adrenaline of what just happened is keeping you guys from noticing anything that would have been affecting you being tired. That sucked to watch, and it's kind of hard to get off your mind. And that's about all that's on it right now. But you definitely don't feel any sort of tired. Ham, you're the same. I don't know what.
Ham's
reasoning
just
behind
thinking
it.
about. Yeah, Ham's
Maybe-
just thinking
maybe
about how the
finding food
woods
or
is
something.
called. The woods is called the Undying Thicket, but like we definitely just killed something, so that's a lie.
The logic doesn't
thinking
make
of different-
sense!
No, it doesn't. We must change the name,
The dying thicket, obviously.
obviously.
Neska has fallen behind a little of the pack. You might be getting distracted, almost sleepy. You know how sometimes you'll sit in a meeting in your office and you're like trying to pay attention and your eyes are like, and you're like, no, it's not me. That's what's happening to you behind everybody. And other party members will definitely notice that she's fallen behind. Stub has led the pack to an upcoming, we'll call it like a trench with a large thicket of trees in front of you. It's not filled with water. It's just a little rivet that might have been a stream before. But the trees around this are very healthy, like big old trees, and it's making it really hard to see any further for most of the party, but Stub has successfully been able to route you guys forward. But the moment he steps through this thicket, Stub falls asleep.
Okay, guys, it's gonna be right through here. There's a trench, so watch out for that, and... Just like hit the crowded roll into the trench.
There's no like yawn about him or anything. The rest of the party just kind of sees him fall through into a bush.
Pop.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
shit!
gonna run up to him.
Yeah,
Or
so
run back to him. And like try to see, like, I guess kind of like pat him on the cheek. You know?
What happened? What happened? Stop!
He's out, like
Wake up!
he won't get up.
Stub,
DM,
you're
can
the
they
one
wake me
leading
or
us
no?
through all of this.
Did the darkness get him?
At the moment, we'll save any checks. You're out. You're conked out. Deep sleep.
All right, hang on.
Is he still breathing?
my God.
Oh, that looks comfy. He's still breathing, right?
Oh, Bob, you're such a good kitty.
Whoever is towards the front, either on the other side of Stub or through the trench, roll me a perception check. Whomever, any of you.
Beans.
I've got a
Feel like-
21. Oh.
20.
Oh!
Wow. Okay.
Very nice. Cyberham or Ham or Nesca, anybody? Or y'all want to pass?
I don't know. I don't know where Ham is. There's a trench.
Yeah, so there is a very light smattering of a trail that you guys have started to dissipate a little bit that you guys have come on.
Yeah.
But Stubbs has been like this way, this way, this way, no big deal. And he's led you to like where an old creek would have been through this wood,
Right.
Perpendicular to your path, and has notated that you'll need to cross through it. It's been completely engulfed with these trees that have grown. It's a very nutrient-rich part of the forest. These trees are huge, you know. And he like kind of crawled over a few of the roots and like pointed this way. We have to go this way. And then as soon as he went through, he just and knocked out.
Okay.
Dorothy
Ham
in
and his
the
short-
poppies. It's great.
Ham's short legs didn't get him quite that far.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say that I'm hanging back, but I want to do a little investigation on like because it's so unusual to be surrounded by all these like big rich tree boys.
Yes.
And like very quickly after Stubbs interacted with the trees, I'm like, something's going on with the foliage here. I want to investigate
Okay.
our surroundings.
So you're trying to find anything abnormal with these trees directly around you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll me that. And I'm going
Investigation?
to address investigation. And I'm going to address the perceptions while you roll that. Okay.
Okay.
Perception checks for Ren and Nesca and Krog were all above your DC. What you guys hear behind you, if you're facing Stub in this trench, what you hear behind you, which is the path you haven't traveled yet, is a very strong creak of wood. And you hear the sound of a foot settling, like a large foot settling, and then it's quiet again. Ham, with your 25 investigation, the trees directly around you on this trench are very healthy, extremely healthy. It's weird because they don't grow this healthy close to the towns, but that's pretty much the only thing that's
Are there
making it
people
weird.
in the soils?
Ham's rooting for fertilizer.
But you know that trees and foliage grow strong around riverbed and path, mainly because the distribution of nutrients in that area. But you also maybe have not been this deep into some wood like this before. This is a very old forest. So.
I'm not a tree frog.
Okay.
So we all hear it around.
It's like not like a it's like the sound of somebody quietly settling their foot on like leaves and branches of a footbed or the foot of a forest bed, and then it doesn't do it again. And it's
Krog's
probably
gonna flip around to
especially
wherever
with
the
the
noise coming
Krog-
from.
especially with the Krog crit, I'm gonna tell you that you can definitely tell that it's like 15-20 feet in the other direction.
All right, I'm gonna turn around and snarl in that direction.
Yeah, I'll yell menacingly too. Can I do intimidation? Like, show yourself.
Do you know what you're trying to intimidate?
Show yourself or we'll kill you.
If you don't know what you're gonna try to intimidate, you can roll
That's
it. But it's gonna be a
intimidating.
very steep DC because you're just shouting into the wind, essentially.
Oh, because I don't know what it is.
You don't know what your target is for it, so.
I know it's a foot.
All right, if I turn around into the general direction, do I see it, or is it just I hear it in the trees?
You see the thick forest and brush.
Okay, I'm gonna try it anyways. Why not?
Go
I'm gonna
for
whip out my axe and start walking towards it.
24.
it. Is your sorry, my chat, my thing's not updating.
Mine's late too. There it is.
In the same direction you hear it, or heard the settling of the foot, or the shape or whatever, you hear another settling, but it's not within view. You can definitely tell it's around maybe one of the trees on the other side of this trench.
All right,
There's no
I'm
response,
gonna.
though.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of just stand guard over Stub and just keep an eye out. I am ready with my axe to smack something though if it comes at us.
Can I get close to Stub and then cast Detect Magic?
Yeah. You can.
For the duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic. And I have to focus.
It's a concentration, so anything else you want to move over for later, or if you get hit, you will fall from that. The forest lights up like a fog around you. This forest is extremely magic, and it is all nature. There's a few smatterings of other kinds of magic you can see in the distance. Well, close to you, it's elemental pretty much, but it's nature. And it's a bright light in your eyes now, because this entire forest is a old magic forest.
Is there anything specific to like what affected Stub?
There's definitely a bright aura right in that direction. And it might be like that it's like a fog light and then a gap of less fog and a fog light and a gap of less fog. But you can definitely tell directionally that there's something in the same vein of all of the nature in this area standing very close to you guys, or a shape close to you guys on the other side of these trees.
I'm just gonna relay that information.
Point to it. Where?
It's right. I mean, it's everywhere, but there's a big kind of collection right there.
Got it.
And I assume I'm pointing like a little bit past Krog on the other
Stubb's
side
still
of the
knocked out.
ravine.
Yeah.
I would like to walk towards the cluster, the concentration of light, and see if I can see anything.
Sure. So you'll have to pass through the trees at this point.
Yeah.
The trench is not very big. But if you want to pass through, you'll go through these spaces. And let me pull something really quick. People. Quick check on things. Hold, please. You see trees. And
I see trees.
And a grove. One of the trees, however, its roots are eroding and darkened.
I don't see any figures or anything though. No body.
Figures. Trees, bush, shrub. Not as much light trickling through the leaves, but you've kind of already seen that anyways, because it's been deeper and deeper into the forest as you go.
Hey guys, can trees walk?
I can review my book, but my memory tells me that, no.
Who's out there?
Walking?
I don't know. Ham pointed me here and there's nothing here. It's just trees.
I would never point you where there's nothing. Do you think that I'm bad at detecting magic?
Am I in the right place?
Is everybody else staying in the trench, or is anybody heading that way? And if you do, are you taking Stub with you?
I'm gonna pick up Stub.
Stubb's just in the trench.
I'm gonna pick him up.
Okay.
And kind of like
I'm gonna
hoist
you're
him
so
over my
strong.
shoulder.
It's Stub.
My, what big arms you have.
Oh my god.
45-inch pythons.
And
It's like a
if
conversation Ren's having with the idea of what Stub's saying.
If anybody follows through, you guys.
I do. I think Ham is like huffy about the accusation that he might have pointed somebody in the wrong direction. He's like, no, I'll show you exactly.
And if you're still concentrating that spell, as you enter into this like small cove or like a space, like a little opening kind of thing, not very big. The same thing happens where like through the cracks of the trees, in front of trees, throughout the whole space, there are bright fogs that are the reveal of what would be magical near you. But as you step through, wow, this is super loud, sorry. As you step through, you also notice the tree with the roots that is darkened, and that tree's aura is fading.
Is it? You come back here! You come back here, you butthead!
And
You wanna
Ham
roll an
runs up
intimidation
to.
check?
Is that what he's doing? Yes.
Are you trying to intimidate this tree, or are you trying to intimidate something beyond it?
Ham, you said that there was like a magic kind of congestion that formed a figure-esque zone, right?
How do I explain this? In the vein that everything here emits that fog.
Yeah.
Everything here emits that light. And only a few things seem dangerous within, like, or a dangerous magic that you've detected. But the one that's in front of you with the roots, his light, he's the same type of tree. The same light is fading as the trees near him. So if you want to yell at the tree to get back here, you can totally do it.
I do. And I'm gonna do
and the
something
tree-
chat suggests. I pull out my tiny knife.
and
Wait,
the tree
don't
doesn't
run with a knife, Ham.
the tree doesn't move.
Don't tell me what to do, Deska!
What do you have in your hand? A knife! No.
You start calling Ham runs with knives.
The tree doesn't respond. To you yelled at a tree with a 7.
And I throw my knife on the ground and I step on it.
Who's in the back of the group other than our sleeping stub?
I guess it would be me because I'm with him, so
Okay.
I'm still holding him.
You don't need a perception check for this, but you hear a creak behind you and almost like a stuttered, deep cough.
Ooh.
Crazy question. So, man, I wonder could I'm gonna set Stub down just for a moment. Just I'm gonna
Don't leave me, Dad.
lightly
Dad, don't leave
lay
me.
him down.
Dad, no!
So that no, I'm not gonna run away. No, I'm gonna go to the gas station to get cigarettes and never return.
Dad, no!
No, I'm sorry.
Not again!
No.
No, actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, cause just in case I take a hit, I don't want Stub to be
Just
affected.
drop me, after you hit. It's fine.
I'm gonna gently lay, and I'm gonna make sure to cradle the back of the head to make
Thank you.
sure that he is gently
Lay me
laid
down.
down. He doesn't just plop on the ground.
Put a blanket over me.
And oh man, can I? Yeah, I'm just gonna walk. I'm just gonna walk up to the. Can I just walk to the tree? Just walk up
Yeah.
to it. Just
Yeah.
okay. I'm just gonna walk up to the tree, and
Careful, I put my knife there. Don't step on it.
Ham, thank you for giving me that warning. Because I walk around barefoot.
Yeah, me too. And then I was mad and I stepped on my knife and I cut my foot.
Oh,
Red, I
When
cut
you're-
my foot.
When you say
We're
that,
gonna have to bandage
Pim,
that.
Pim kind of like shuffles through and starts talking to Ham in a side conversation about where you cut your foot. And an attempt
Okay. Ham sits on his butt and he shows her his foot.
Okay, and she'll
the
start
boo boo.
moving your foot.
Can I? I'm gonna try to. I lack in all areas of magic, but I'm gonna see if maybe like, because we've tried intimidating, I feel like, and it's gotten us nowhere. So I'm going to. It's worked before. Why the hell not? I'm going to go before the tree. I'm going to sit down. Cross-legged meditation style, and I'm going to just kind of calmly, or at least as much as I can. I know I still have this the curse thing still flowing through me, so
Sure.
but I'm gonna try to marshal all of my my calmness to ask if we are trespassing, if they want us to leave.
Let's see. Roll me a performance check. I will argue performance mainly because you are getting through your mental state with the tired, with knowing about this curse. You're trying not to just go out fist blazing first. So it's a performance to talk to a tree about if you're trespassing.
All right.
Good. Very good.
Shazam.
The moment that, so Ham's getting his little toe bandaged, Pim's actively doing this. Krog is, trying to look to see what went missing. Stub asleep on the ground. And Nesca, I imagine, watching this entire interaction like, there's nothing here. What is happening? Nesca, are you watching Ren sit down at this tree?
Yeah. I mean, I'm probably watching over Stub, so I'm watching Ren move.
And then Ren, if you didn't try to meditate with your eyes closed and talk, if you keep your eyes open and looking at this tree, you see two very large eyelids peel back with the tree, and he looks at you, and then he looks past you, and he sees Pim healing Ham. And you hear, and it's not gonna be a deep voice, I'm sorry about this. You hear him say, "Many feet I've trespassed. Many feet in this time. I'm not here to harm you." And you see his lips part on the front of his face and kind of like rattle between the bark as he says this.
Do we all hear that, or just?
Yeah, everybody hears it.
Ham's on his floor, just like,
It's loud and booming enough that I would like Stub to roll me a con save.
13, DM.
You wake up.
Can I accidentally slap him out of surprise because I didn't expect him to wake up?
Hell of a way to wake me up. What in the... And I think just like noticed the thing now, I guess?
Yeah, if you look around the room, you've definitely seen where Ren is seated in front of, and you would know this, a treant in front of him.
Oh, wow.
Haven't seen many of them. They're great old creatures in this land. And it's kind of more of a tale of lore than they are an actual, like, readied creature, normal.
So we can all see the
you-
face.
You can
Right.
all see the face. It's a tree. Now that he's spoken and moved as he speaks, you've seen the shoulders that were branches before, but now it's revealing itself to you as a shoulder. You've seen where the roots have separated and they're now feet. But it's kind of weird, because before he moved to speak, he was just a tree.
Take that, Ham. I told you trees could walk.
I didn't know. I gotta fix my book.
Wait.
What?
Now being awake, finally, and seeing this, Stubb's gonna approach. He's gonna bow deeply to the end, and he's gonna speak in Druidic to it. Hello, old one. Didn't mean to disturb you.
Everybody else's party hears the same similar language that Stubb was speaking earlier, just not understanding it.
What's
This
his name?
guy's doing it again.
The
Everyone, please be respectful. This is a rather old being, and we should be aware of that. It's friendly. It's friendly.
I'm gonna put my axe away then.
Please do. That's
The moment you put your axe away, the tree with the blighted roots in front of you, his eyes open. And you almost hear a sigh as he parts his lips.
there's more than one. Okay. I got continuing in common, I think.
Mhm.
Sorry to disturb you again. These are my friends. We are here to hunt the darkness.
The tree behind you guys and near Krog, you almost hear it whimper, like a deep echoed whimper when you mention the darkness, and the one in front of you says, so you don't bring it with you?
I mean, Nesca tried to buy a jar that had it.
That's irrelevant.
I don't think so, old one.
The,
we had a run-in before, but I think we're okay.
Once you guys start kind of like fussing a little bit, the tree near Krog, or the tree near Krog, unroots itself and starts shuffling away. But he's limping as he's shuffling, and it's like a deep, deep labored breathing as he walks. And the one in front of Stub and Ren says, let him go. It has become his time. He's finding a peaceful place to settle.
Oh. What did that?
What does it do every creature who dies here? Time and death.
Okay.
So, do you know where the darkness is?
Everywhere?
Oh, that's gonna be hard.
Where does it come from?
It's been here many, many centuries. It's been here before even I existed. But
Has it always been this upset?
and you see his eyes like kind of like move from party to party, and he looks at Ham to respond. And he says, I don't know if the darkness has upset or feels upset, but I do know the darkness comes and goes and takes what it needs, although more expeditiously within my time.
Okay,
It sounds like he feels upset.
and as respectfully as humanly possible, when I spoke with the darkness, it said that it was trying to destroy mankind because we take from nature and take from the forest, but what's your take on all that?
The treant, when you say I spoke to the darkness, and hears you, it kind of lets a rumble of a laugh out.
Mm.
And he says, you didn't speak to the darkness. You spoke to hatred.
Oh!
Excuse me?
Wait, they're
So
not
that-
the same thing?
Well, those are different? What?
Wait a minute. So in Wheelstone, the bears, was
He
that
shakes
not the
his
same
head.
thing?
He shakes his head at you. I don't know of Wheelstone or bears, but I
He's
do
a
know
frickin'
that
tree.
you and your kind are very young, and you've not seen the tethering and broadening of hatred within the last centuries and centuries that I've been.
So is hatred taking control of the darkness?
or using it.
He looks around the party, questions, and he looks at Pim, silent, who hasn't asked questions. Pim's almost in shock to see a tree and hear Druidic. She is nodding at things he's saying. It's almost affirming things that she's experienced in her time here. And he meets eyes with her, and you see him and the entire tree uproot itself out of the ground. This great tree. Imagine this giant oak uprooting itself out of the ground. It walks to her, lifts one of its tiniest branches down, puts it under her chin, lifts it, turns it side to side, and she's just like staring at it, watching. And you hear him in Druidic, Stubbs. Everybody else will hear a foreign language. But Stubbs, you hear it say, "You are just like her."
I asked a question.
The tree.
Respects authority, but not trees.
Does Pim respond in Druidic?
Pim, there's an immediate response of shock over her face. Pim asks back, in Druidic, who do you mean? And he says, Alfiane, the harvest goddess. You look as to be her sister. And she gasps at the name of Alfiane. And you see, like, as if you're trying to comprehend everything at once, you see her eyes darting, like she's trying to think of the next thought to say. And the treant turns away from her, pulls her face down, like lets her face go under his hand, and looks at the rest of the party and says, you should see Osra.
Who?
The great druid who's lived in this wood for many, many years. Osra has been a name used to you guys. Osra
I was gonna say.
Biddy named Osra as the druid or the witch who was in the wood.
The one that we're supposed to go likely scout out and deal with?
Mm-hmm.
Is it Orsa?
Osra.
O-S-R-A. R-A?
Mm-hmm.
What was the spelling for the goddess?
Alfiane, A-L-F-A-R-A-L-F-I-A-N.
So not A-L-F-E-E-H-A-I-M?
Close.
How many words spells it differently?
Just gonna scratch what I had out.
Alfheim.
Krog is just standing there being like, do I chop the branch off? Is he threatening her?
You'll feel like a little goblin hand. Krog, it's okay. It's
If
all
you want
right.
to, Krog, if you want to roll insight, if you're trying to protect Pim, you can roll insight on Pim to see if she feels threatened or scared.
11.
11. She feels her face reads and she's trying to like come to words to say to this creature, not fear, but shock. All the same.
All right. Just saying, if she flinches, I'm going for a branch.
Please don't.
But
He's bigger than you.
How many are trees? How many are treants?
Right.
Pip told us about them. That they're a druid that got banished from Wieldstone, the last druid in town.
The treant responds, that's Ostra. She's been here many, many, many years. But she doesn't bother us. She is knowledgeable and will speak your language easily.
Are they a turtle?
She is a turtle.
It's all coming together.
Ham takes notes.
Wait, so can we understand everything that's been said? Was this all in common?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the conversation
Okay.
directly with Pim was Druidic.
Yeah, okay.
Stub heard.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I step on that?
No, you should be fine. He's definitely told you guys to go see Ostra
Okay.
directly as a party. It's almost as though you guys can tell that when he speaks Druidic to Pim, or in general, it's fluid. It's like water on your ears. You don't understand it, but it's smooth. When he speaks Common, it's through a thick accent. It's like trying to figure out how to talk to you guys as it's saying things.
Okay.
Okay.
Pip, do you know where
Ostra.
Ursula lives?
Pim, she's like, I don't. And the tree
Guys, it's the map.
points like a directional point, which would have been the same based on Stubbs' map, but a directional
It's the
point
map.
the same.
Wait, if we do, why didn't we go there?
We are.
It takes this long?
Yeah.
I'm so tired. Ham's
You're
so
telling
tired.
me I fell asleep just in the dirt.
Yeah,
Did
that was
did you not
weird.
take
What
your
happened?
medication?
I must have missed a dosage.
Stubb, roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. I'm super smart. Put on my big brain. I'm not very smart. So.
Can't wait for this roll. Oh, man.
18.
Okay.
18 intelligence. You guys know how sometimes when you wake up and there's other things going on, you've forgotten your dreams, and you're like, what was I dreaming about? I don't know. I was trying to remember that. Whatever. Stubb immediately remembers. You
Wow.
dreamt of your mother.
Oh, that's uncomfortable.
Why?
Out of character, because she's dead. But otherwise, I guess I would have to know what was happening in the dream. But does it all just like come
It's to your
back?
discretion, but it's like
Okay.
when you heard the words in Druidic from this treant, it was like your
Oh.
mother was speaking them, and then you
Oh.
woke up.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's much cuter than Nesca slapping me in the face when I woke up. Well, that colors this whole experience in a very interesting way, but that's good. That's good. Yeah. So, Ham, it's the map. That witch they want us to deal with, or at least scout out, is likely the same as this druid. The people of this part of the world don't really take kindly to druidic magics.
So wait, I thought the witch was the one causing the darkness, but she's not?
A lot of people say a lot of things when they're scared, and they blame things on people that really have nothing to do with them. And it gets them hurt. So honestly, this druid is
we're
very
not talking
lucky.
about me right now.
No. What? No. What?
What?
Were we supposed to be talking about you? We're talking about
I thought you were talking about me.
As you kind of bicker and back and forth and try to explain, the treant turns and moves back towards his place where he was before and begins to settle into the ground.
Oh.
Is he gonna die?
No. No, I don't think it's his time. But Stubb will walk over and like bow again deeply and thank them in Druidic, and yeah, and we'll return to the party.
And the treant, you kind of hear a yawn of sound, and he kind of shuffles, shakes his branches, settles, and his eyes close again.
Sleepy tree.
I'm not gonna lie, it would have been a pretty cool story if we fought a tree.
Oh. And as much as I would love to see your prowess in this with that giant axe, it would be a terrible loss to have to
Yeah.
harm one of these.
No, they're real cool. But it's a little bit creepy though that they could just be like tring hi out of nowhere. But it's fine. Let's go find a witch.
Red, are you still right next to the tree? Or the tree?
Yes.
The tree mumbles, his lips crack apart, and he blinks slowly open his eyes. He makes sure that you guys are still there, with the voices that are still echoing through. And he looks at you, and he says, "Be careful with what you carry."
Oh. Yes. And I'm gonna kind of whisper this because I don't really want anybody else to hear it, but I'm like, am I gonna die?
And the tree responds, "We all do. In time."
Okay.
Okay. I kick a rock and just turn around and walk off.
And at the end of this conversation, whether you guys choose to stay or trudge forward or not, think amongst yourselves. We'll take a break. This will be a good breaking point.
Take a shot.
for us. Take a shot if you want to.
Oh yeah, that's what's happening. Thank you guys for joining us on the DieFall: The Seed of Life, episode 7, part 1. We will be back after a brief 3 to 5 minute break. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. It'll be fine. Don't crash. Don't crash. Cameras, there it is. Ham will now be swallowing the fireball. Observe.
You suddenly see Ham's cheeks swell up, and his lips hold tight as he like burps, and there's a bit of the fire behind his lips.
Roll a Constitution save. 19. I'm gonna do it real
19.
well.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Wait, what's in the small glass?
Is that milk?
Ew.
No, that would be the worst.
Is that your pickleback?
So gross. I hope it doesn't look like milk. The inside
It
of the
looks
glass
like
is
milk.
white.
Okay.
It's pickle juice.
It's a pickleback.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, I prefer
Oh, it
milk.
won't focus.
Bitch,
I'm from
please, I'm
Detroit.
from Detroit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Love it. Yes.
Oh, God.
So good.
Ah. People are like,
I
how
like
is that better? Has anyone in chat had a pickleback? It's the best shot.
It's
I do not enjoy it.
Yeah.
Wiki? Whiskey.
It's
Amazing. If you drink,
It is not
I would
good.
not. You have to like pickle juice.
It's not good.
I don't know if
Man.
Fireball and Pickleback work together so well, but whiskey or bourbon, shot of that, and then a shot of pickle juice just cuts the flavor entirely, leaves you set up for a good night.
It's really popular in New Orleans. The two
Interesting.
specials you can get at a lot of bars in New Orleans is a whiskey shot and a pickleback, or
Ooh.
a whiskey shot and a PBR back, like a baby PBR.
It's just you baby baby.
Yeah, baby PBR.
Oh
I wanted
my
to see
God.
it.
Or a
Oh
High
my
Life.
God.
Mini
The
High Life.
I can't imagine the taste that just pickle juice has after the cinnamon of a fireball shot.
I'm not mad about it.
Okay. Hey, all right, you know?
I've had
Trust.
much worse shots.
That's
Also, one
well,
time in high school, no, it wasn't high school, it was in college. One time in college, I walked in on my boyfriend at the time. We were at a party at the University of Michigan, and I opened up the door to a second floor bedroom, and I found him on his knees, receiving from another standing man a chocolate sauce shot.
Okay. Was the setup for all of this?
I was like, receiving? Okay.
Yeah, here we go, baby.
Where's this going on our family-friendly podcast?
That we've just taken shots in. It's fine. We're good.
Yeah, he had like a peppermint schnapps shot, and then you're supposed to just get like a squirt of chocolate sauce, but truly,
Sorry, I can't.
Give him the squirt.
just opened up the door, and here he was receiving the squirt.
I can't.
You can tell who like the 5-year-olds are here, because like me and
Hey,
Stella
shut
just
up.
keep like we're just like
Oh, we are okay. You're the okay.
Yeah,
Good.
no.
I was like,
yeah, no, because
Okay.
as soon as
My face
as soon
is
as
like-
Beth said chocolate squirts, we're just like
Hey.
like I
You
can't
event
say anything. It
sounds
was me too.
wild, dude. That's crazy.
Wild acapella, man. The acapella voice.
Wait, no, really? Oh god.
Oh yeah, acapella house was a party house, dude.
I love everything about this. This is great.
Can we stay here?
Can we stay?
We live here.
All right, let's just
Can
go
we
pour
live
some
in this
drinks.
house?
Sorry, Leslie. I'm sorry. You have a wonderful story, but let's just go pour drinks.
Yeah,
I
Leslie,
guess.
we're gonna have
You're
to.
fine.
We're gonna need you to be the DM for this new story where it takes place at the University of Michigan a cappella house.
That's a one shot.
One shot
you
party
go.
night.
One shot. Yeah.
But I will be taking many
Or
shots
should we
through
call it a
it.
one
If you can
squirt?
make it through the night.
Oh no! No.
Lord.
I really wonder what that would look like. I'd play that game. I'd play like weird high school or weird college.
feel like that would-
call it high school.
I feel like that would make a good game of Dread.
Yeah.
That would make a good
Dread.
game of Dread. Like, yeah. If you've ever played Dread, or if you've
No.
never played it, it's basically a role-playing game where you play with Jenga blocks.
Oh.
Like, you don't have dice rolls, you pull from the Jenga tower. It's,
What happens if
it's
it-
pretty
What
awesome.
happened? Yeah, what happens when it falls?
If it falls, then whatever fate is your fate is ultimately sealed. Depending on what type, it depends on what you're playing and whoever's DMing it. But essentially, depending on what you're doing, the whole
So-
tower coming down can either spell ultimate doom for you, not necessarily right then, but definitely as you play. Or it could be like immediate death right there, depending on what you're doing. Or you can actually sacrifice the bricks for an automatic success. But you will ultimately die. You are going to die before it's all said and done.
Blurred,
I was
is
gonna
this
say,
something
like-
where you buy Jenga and then
Yeah,
build
you
your
just
game
you
around
just,
like a blank Jenga? Or do
yeah,
you buy
yeah, yeah.
Dread?
Yeah, the Jenga blocks. You can just have Jenga and then you just play the game. It has a I forget. There's books for it. I have like the PDFs for it. 'Cause I don't think they ever made a physical version.
Because
of it, but
I
yeah,
have a
it's-
Jenga set, but it's like way more pervy, where it's like, oh, whatever brick you pull, you have to do
the
what's
truth or
written
dare
on it.
one or whatever.
Yeah.
I've got that one.
I just know that I became really good at Jenga the day that I started playing Dread. I started getting to
Really
where like
into
I
it.
could pull bricks just like oh wait, hold on, wait. Nah, man, that's a load bearing brick. Hold on, we know.
Oh my god.
That sounds so fun.
Now I just
But
wanna
yeah,
play
if
Jenga.
you've never played it, I highly advise look it up. I've played mostly horror-based games around it, but I've played other stuff too, and it's very fun. If you've never played it, I highly advise it. Just don't try it on Tabletop Simulator; it doesn't work.
I like the faded.
Oh,
paint
God.
black sand.
Oh lord!
We have matching LaCroix.
Oh god!
A little bit.
Yes. Okay. All right. Tangent done.
Back in.
Tangent
can-
done.
Yeah.
Ensign stuff. We're in the forest. Leslie, bring us in.
In the forest, you have just, for many of you, had your first experience speaking with, or being spoken at by a treant. Pim is visibly confused. Maybe could be the word for it. And she looks at you guys and she asks, especially right at Stub, are we staying here or do we keep going? What?
We're going, Pim, though I have some questions about, how you may have learned Druidic and why in the world an Ent wouldn't think that you look like the harvest goddess.
This is the first time any of the rest of the party is hearing this.
Right, I'm saying this out in common, so we're just gonna air all this dirty laundry immediately.
Yeah, dude.
Did you
Love
get
it.
your fortune told? I missed out. I want to go
You should
back.
have put your axe away sooner.
I thought he was gonna bark us. I don't know. What do trees do?
And amongst like the chatter behind her, Pim has not removed her lock of eyes with Stub, and essentially responds, I didn't know I responded in Druidic. I just responded to him.
You didn't know?
No, I thought it was in common. I thought you guys could all hear it.
No, you sounded real funny.
It sounded like you were having a stroke.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not that complex of a language, all right?
What?
And I look at Nesca like, what the fuck? Come on.
Yeah. No, and I'm just like,
she asks, like, he didn't speak in common? I could understand the whole
Not-
time. Did you?
Not to you, and early, not to me.
I don't
I'm gonna talk to her in Druidic.
Okay.
I'll be like, Pim, do you understand what I am saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. And she
That was
responds
in Druidic.
They're talking
Yeah.
weird again.
Yeah.
What
Okay,
do you
so
say?
you know
They're
it.
gonna talk
I
secrets
said.
about us.
She's like,
I'm not talking secrets about you.
Okay.
She like has picked up her stuff, not knowing if we're gonna leave, but she puts it back down. She sits on the ground and she's like, you can see like a panic overset her.
Don't panic. It's a beautiful language. I learned it from my mom. It's nice.
Nobody speaks Druidic. Nobody speaks Druidic.
I mean, I speak Druidic.
We've just encountered 3 of you that do.
You don't.
That's true.
I've been told my whole life in Wheelstone, my whole life, nobody speaks Druidic. It's a forbidden language. Nobody speaks it.
I thought that was parcel tongue, but otherwise, I think we're.
That's offensive to amphibians.
That's not what
Snakes are reptiles.
No, that's
What is
offensive to
it?
me. That's offensive to me.
Why?
No one knows that you're a snake lady.
I know.
You can't even say that.
I know, but I can still be offended.
Ham's like floored that he made a mistake. Ham
Why
shuts
are we
the
being
fuck up.
offended? I want to be offended by something.
Stop, you
offended
see
by
me
that
just
rock.
glare at you for a second.
Stupid rock.
Circling back around to Pim. Pim, it's okay to speak Druidic, right?
She cries. She kind of starts welling up into.
Good job, Stub.
Cries.
What are you doing, Stub? Good job.
Is there a comfort roll?
She explains to you that she's worried that she had spoken Druidic previously, and maybe this is why the townsmen treated her poorly. And all of this like emotional flood comes out as she like panic cries.
Whoa,
And she's like, no wonder my mom left me with Levy if I spoke Druidic as a child, and just continues to like panic outpour.
He's very small, but he's gonna sit next to her. She's kind of just like comforting. He doesn't know if he's comforting or not. It's okay. We're not gonna tell anyone. And even if that's the case, I mean, you have a mission to accomplish here, I think, with us. And maybe we can together make the people back in Wheelstone not so afraid of just a different language.
She seems like she's half listening, and she looks up at you, and she says, "Do I really look like her? Do I really look like her? Do I really look like Alfie?"
Do we have to make a religion check for this? Because I have no idea who this is in my world.
If you'd like to, if you want to try to see if you can remember who
then
Alfie would be.
Nesca was raising her hand. Nesca, did you
Oh,
wanna say something?
I was just gonna say, like, we know now that the Ents told her that she looks like a goddess, right?
Well, I just kind of just yelled that out in common.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So we do know, or
We do know,
You guys want
yeah.
to try to like rack your memory about if you've ever heard the name Alfiane before? You can.
I
Religion,
read
right?
books.
what would that be?
Probably a history check.
History.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
21! I got 21!
Krog is not history.
Better than me.
I was gonna say the rest of us were very low.
Rin, are you gonna try, or are you?
I'll give it the old college try. Let's see. I do not know shit.
Yeah. Us three are like, who?
Yeah.
I feel like Stub is like trying to come up with the answer of like how can I comfort her when I don't know, you know,
I
in their
didn't
mind.
learn these religions. I just learned the druid stuff, you know.
Rin does not know the name, whether you want to try to convince her that you do or not. Krog, you don't know the name. But Ham and Nesca, Ham probably in his studies, Nesca probably in lore told to you over time, have heard of the stories of the harvest goddess Alfiane from the south, and about how she was how do I say this? She was in charge, leading in front of the people of the South to gather and to venture into the great forest mountains and valleys in the South. She was a contact to the other gods of the land and would come back to humans or humankind or humanoids that were in the South and tell them when harvest would be and what would be harvestable that year. You've been told that she was darkened in skin, like she was beautiful, she had long brown hair. Ham might have seen like illustrations of her, but obviously it's not like pictures. It's crudely drawn, or not crudely.
Yeah,
it's
Han
beautifully,
didn't
but,
make
like,
the connection when
So-
he saw
It's not
it.
like,
then-
it's not looking at a photograph, so.
Yeah, so then I'll tell Pim, like, well, people are just intimidated because you look like this gorgeous goddess.
And she
And you
snaps
can
over her
use that.
shoulder at you, saying it's almost making it a beneficial thing. And she was like, "No, she's a betrayer. She was a betrayer.
What is that?
I
You
never.
don't know?
What?
You don't know?
Do I know?
Yeah, do we know?
I would argue with you not being from the South, probably not. If you were not from
Okay,
this
so
area.
I've read
You've read the
the
writings
history
of, like,
written by
we just
her.
know that. Okay.
Before the betrayal.
So what do you mean by that, Pim?
You don't know the story of Elfiane?
Oh, of course I do.
And then
I
she
don't
nods
think
at
we
you-
do.
She nods at Ham and she's like, "So you know about her leaving on a harvest and not returning?" She never
And
came
Ham
back. And she's like looking
pretends-
at everybody like, you don't know.
Ham rolls deception.
Yes.
She's
He
like,
rolled a
not
5.
convinced, but like, with the 5, she's not convinced, and she's like, "You don't know. You don't know."
Oh,
like
okay. How about
Alfie
you tell us, Bim?
Then, like, between your speaking, she's like frustrated that you don't know, but you've been on this adventure, and she thought that you knew. With this great task you've accepted that's so tied to this, she tells you that Alfiane centuries ago was a goddess. She was human in form, and she was kind with the humans, and she would discuss with the gods about what humans could harvest so that the relationship between gods and human would stay amicable. But she left. She left one season and didn't return, and the tales say that she left for another god, fell in love with the gods, and betrayed human. And since then, we have struggled to find what was appropriate to harvest. This is the reason why all druids are frowned upon in the South. This is the reason why Ostra was banished. This is the reason.
Oh.
That sounds
didn't
like a
know?
lot of buttache.
Ham grabs Stub and drags him to the side of the clearing to have a private conversation.
Whoa, hey, Ham. Oh, okay. Yeah, what's up, buddy? What's going on?
Pib doesn't know who her parents are, right?
Right.
Pib was just like found in the woods.
I believe that tracks.
Stub, I've got a crazy hypothesis.
I am listening.
What if Pib's likeness being similar to the Alfie-Habe? I wrote it down phonetically in my book.
Good.
What if her resemblance to Alfie-Habe isn't just a resemblance? What if Pim is Alfie-Habe, but something happened to the goddess, and then all of a sudden she was a person?
As your
Ham.
voice raises, roll
Trees
me a-
talk.
Wait, Ham,
Roll
Ham.
me a performance that you're trying to keep your voice under wraps.
With
Oh,
assistance
I'm not
because
good at this.
because Stub is
Oh, good
trying
lord.
to. I'm helping.
Oh god.
I'm helping.
maybe you could do it with advantage that Sub is like putting his body in between.
Yeah,
you.
between, and I'm like, whoa,
Trying
bring it
to
down,
put his
bring it down,
hands
bring it down.
Such a big mouth.
Ham's
You
big,
have a big
mouth.
like so like my little goblin hand is on like a quarter of it, just trying to keep it closed.
Whoa!
Hey, nice.
Ooh.
Wow.
I natted, nat 20.
So maybe it's almost like a mix of perception that you start to perform, and in the vein that like you know that your voice is getting louder once Stubb's like, and maybe one of your little Mogul frog eyes peep over at Pim and see Pim like starting to try to listen, and then you bring it back down again convincingly.
Ham, is that even quietly again, please? This is if this is even possible. Pim has no idea. And we're already in the process of destroying her personal worldview. So let's leave out the portion where she may be a literal goddess. Because that's a lot for anyone to handle. And I don't think she's ready for that.
I could handle it.
Right, but you are Ham, right? Part of Ham's allied alliance, the group of the strongest adventurers that this side of the world has ever seen, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Pim is a child who is not ready for the responsibility
They
of
need
being a
To be
goddess.
okay, but it needs to be protected.
Yes, exactly, Ham, exactly. Now, can you answer this question for me?
Absolutely.
Is that possible? Or are you just hypothesizing?
I mean, in my experience in the world, I haven't seen it with my own eyes, but I've read a lot of book stubs, and over in books, surprising events like this occur.
How many books are there where there's a...
8,207.
Holy crap, that's a lot.
No, finish your question. That was how many books I've read.
Oh, okay, good. It's a smaller fraction of that. How many books are there stories about a mortal who ends up being a god and or goddess?
Before you answer, I'll let you answer. Anybody who's sitting near Pim, you'll notice her start to shuffle and get up and gather her things, muttering to herself. But continue, Ham and stuff.
How many?
127.
Okay, that's still a surprising amount. How many of those does it end up a good thing?
As you
3.
guys ask the questions further, I'll let you respond. But
Boy.
Pim is now like, I have this. He pointed this way. I have to ask. I have to know what's going on. And she's like, starts to shuffle. Through
Krog
the
is
trees
gonna
to a
follow.
point.
Yeah, I'll go with them.
Ham,
Same.
as out
But
the
I will-
corner of his eye, he notices.
Guys,
Yeah, Ham, it's okay. We'll catch up. What?
I'm just saying, only 3 of them have endings that would satisfy my ambitions. So,
Oh,
depends
well,
on what
that's-
you want, really.
how many of them do they live?
Oh, 3.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna take that, and then we are going to do our best to make this the 4th,
That
If-
was that.
if it's the
I
case.
have a similar thought process. Yes.
Okay, good. That being said, protection. Let's not tell her yet. We keep
Okay.
this, and you keep your observations. You put it in that book of yours, right? You put it in that book. Everything that you know that might be telling against one of those stories of yours that she might be.
Okay.
Okay. And then
Okay.
also apparently I just need to teach people Druidic because it's a rare language and no one seems to know it here. And you know what? Maybe we should just normalize it.
Hashtag normalize Druidic.
Good. I like this. Also, we need to catch up. Great. Good talk. Break.
And as you guys try to catch up, Pim is like determinedly making her way in the direction. Maybe a stumble or a trip here in this denser part of the forest. There's very little to no actual trail anymore. I need everybody to roll me a con save. And Stub, if you're trying to get to the front, try to like
I'll do my
lead
job.
in this direction.
Yeah, I absolutely want to do my job.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's okay. Either
A
way.
20, but it's 19, but still.
Yeah, take my 12 because I rolled with advantage by accident.
16 and 6. Please don't put me to sleep again. Oh, come on, dude. Come on, dude.
Is that why you went to sleep? Was because of a poor constitution
I
roll?
rolled a nat
A
1.
And that one.
Oh, goddamn! The whole time I was like, it must be spores from the roots.
That's why you did my. Oh no.
I'm just a weak
I'm an idiot.
bitch.
How do I say this? Everybody, I think Nesca almost in a like frustration about what is happening and like knowing about Alfane but not knowing the right story, and like now this girl's just leaving and they're talking and like we need to get our like crap together. Like she shuffles and you very amply ignore the feeling of being rested and tired. Or sorry, not rested and tired. Krog, the same. Stub, you hop in the front, and you are amply mentioning like, okay, we'll get there, like trying to calm Pim as she's, like he said Ostra would know. She said Ostra would know. We have to get there. Like, I don't have anybody who's ever been able to answer the questions about my dreams, the questions about any of this, and and then she's just, and you tell her this direction, and you're like leading, but it is very, very hard for you to keep up. It feels like the ground is reaching up with its roots around your feet, and you have to make a massive effort, Stub, to continue to lift your feet and move forward.
No, I'm leading. Don't worry. Why is everything so heavy?
You have a very big need of yawning. Your movement is not hindered, but you're definitely like we just sat down. Like, ugh, I'm so tired. You know. Okay.
It's distracting when Ham yawns too. Out of the corner of everyone's eye, it's just this massive red maw. And otherwise.
Stub, roll me a 1d2.
Yeah, of course. This is fine. Another one of these. It's fine. It's fine. Not 1d25, Joel. 2.
2? Okay. You come upon a clearing, again. It's been a bit of time. You're still trying to calm her. She's talking. It's been, I would argue, like 30, 45 minutes in this, like, keeping up, everybody being sleepy, etc. And you come upon a clearing that has a, trees along the edges. It is a very dark point in the woods now. There's smattering
Even
and
in the clearing?
sparklings. Well, yeah, it's like there's sparklings of high canopy, like very high canopy where light's coming through. But in your immediate space, there's a bit of an opening. There is a what looks like a mushroom formation in the middle that is grown over some older trees that have fallen. But you've seen those as you've gone. It's as the wood has gotten dense, it's gotten moist, more moss, more fungus, etc. And you come upon a clearing. And there's not a clear definition on the other side as to where to go. With an immediate view.
May I attempt to do better by perceiving, or
Sure.
really focus on it for a sec?
Mhm.
That is a natural 1, DM. I'm doing great.
You're very tired.
Oh boy.
So you're trying to look and see, but between yawns and even like the yawns are getting tears to your eye from yawning and stuff, and Pim is still like rambling next to you, and it's distracting. And you yourself are confused now as to where the path should lead now.
Pim, please, just for a moment. Pim, for a moment, please.
And she's like out of breath a little bit after having trudged that far. And
Ham,
tired herself.
can you...
Ham?
Ham. Go ahead. For your raised hand.
Oh, I was being. I just wanted to say, like, on the way while we're traveling for those 30 minutes or whatever, I want to pull aside Krog and try to tell Krog about my hypothesis with Pim.
Okay, roll me a. Let me think.
He's real excited about this.
Roll me an acrobatics check.
Oh.
Because you're having to focus on talking to him, focus on that con save that you made about the tiredness, lightly made. And there's a lot of big roots through here. And as you're trying to talk to him, you're like, and so you'll need to be nimble in how you're making it through there.
All right, knock on wood, baby. Well, do the thing. Cross your fingers. Not knock on wood.
11?
11?
Krog, Ham's definitely gotten your attention and has been like, Krog, I have a excuse me, Krog, yes, Krog. And through his smattering of talking, you've heard that he has an idea about Pym and Alfiane, but it's not quite clear, but he has an idea about this connection. And that's pretty much
Did
all
my
you get
job.
before we get to the clearing.
Okay.
Thank you.
So now you're at the clearing. Everybody, if you're trying to look for where to go, you know, you guys all kind of like came up into this space, have stopped. Maybe a couple of you who are tired of needed a little bit of a rest to breathe. But Stubbs seems very confused as to where to lead you guys now on the extension of the other side of this clearing.
Krog is gonna very loudly say,
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you over all the noise and stuff. What?
Scrog! That was a conversation between men.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, nothing to see here. Carry on. It's
And I
fine.
wink at Stubbs.
I
Stubbs,
just.
Stubbs
Okay,
got
so
the wink, but
Stubbs.
he's just like
Arf.
frustrated, I think.
Huh?
Ren
at
and
all.
Nesca, are you guys in the back of the group?
I was
would-
with
Yeah.
I was with Pim.
Oh,
so
hi, Pim.
I think
Okay,
we're like
that's
up
true.
front, maybe.
That's true, you guys left.
I would be
back.
towards the back.
Yeah, would I be able to like
Uh,
look at where to go or something?
Roll me a perception check, Ren and Nesca, with advantage.
Oh. Advantage.
I think Stubbs is losing it. I
Well,
think that's the Stubbs is losing it.
so
Nesca, I love you, I'm so sorry. Nesca is now like, why did we stop? Like, what is happening? Stop, go. And like, you feel weird, but you think it's just probably because it's tired and you're frustrated right now and you're still trying to swallow down that idea of somebody telling you not to be angry. But this instance is very, very, it's hard to get out. This is a group of people you haven't been with long and they're being really annoying and we're just trying to get the job done. And that's what you're fighting back in your mind as you're here. Ren, you feel for some reason this welling up of anger in you, but also the hair on the back of your neck kind of stands up. And something feels off. Something feels really off. Sorry, that was a very
Red
abrupt.
tingle. Oh my god.
Oh, the
Can,
talisman.
I'm gonna kind of, I guess, like kind of slow down a little bit, and I guess I'm towards the back, so yeah, I don't even know if anyone will notice. But I'm gonna kind of slow down a little bit and kind of do the hand on the knees thing.
They're like,
Yeah, it's like.
anybody have like a passive perception over 11?
16.
And you definitely notice Rin slow down. He was
Right,
pretty
right.
amply keeping up with you guys and was fine. And then now he's hunched a little in the back.
Stubbs has failed a
Anybody who
ton
has
of
a
these
perception
con checks,
over 11.
so he's tired and
I noticed
frustrated.
too.
Ren, what are you doing? Ren, come on, dude, let's go.
Something's not right. I don't feel good.
Yeah, well, me either. We've been in this freaking stupid woods all day.
Nesca,
And
roll me a
we're
perception with advantage again.
Okay.
As they talk, keep talking. You're fine.
and now Pim's finding out weird things about her, and
I got 21.
we need to keep going. Unless there's something you saw. Are we being followed?
I'm just like,
Why are you
stop,
guys so
shut up! Oh
cranky?"
my god!
Well, I'm trying to keep my own, like I'm struggling to keep my own personal feelings in check at the moment. Just I'm trying to tell you something is wrong.
Out with it. Right, with you, with the area, the woods.
Before
Guys,
Ren
don't
doubles
fight.
over, as you're watching this conversation happen, Nesca, you're also like, why? Like, frustration's boiling up as to why we stopped and why are we arguing. Like, the treant said to go this direction, this way. We know he went that way, and so your determination takes over. That you're essentially gonna find this path. If they can't find it and they're distracted, whatever. I'm gonna find it. And you, as you look up to look, you see a shuffling in the like middle area where this overgrown tree is, moving a bit of the foliage to the backside of it.
I'm going to just run there.
You dart.
I'm just gonna run over.
Everybody,
What
Vision
is
too, right?
happening?
I feel like everybody else but Rin and Stub, because they're currently at it, see Nesca rush out pointedly in a direction.
For sure.
And as she does, a shrub that is close to you, Krog, steps forward and takes a swing at you. And I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
Oh!
Oh.
We're gonna fight a shrub.
Stupid
Oh my god,
shrub.
it's that suit in Fortnite. It's the little bush that you can become. That's what they were doing.
Good. Initiativos.
Oh, here.
Oh, good, 9. Yeah, I am flying today.
Oh,
Wait,
I
did
should
it
be-
send it?
I'll add it in there. You're
not.
fine. Don't worry.
Okay,
Oh, we're on the
that's
map.
funny.
Oh, I don't know if any of them were on there. If
It's
the turn order
so
wasn't up yet.
pretty.
It didn't. If you guys, I mean, should I add it in or should I roll?
It's
let him roll
up
again.
to you.
Just roll again. Anybody but Rin and Stub. I have Stub and Rin's in there. Already.
I don't
Oh,
see it
but
on
not-
the turn order
Oh, hang on.
because we weren't on the. Because it has to
There
be
you go.
per token.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay,
Is that
go
everybody
ahead.
again?
Roll now. Go ahead. Wow. Ham. Wow.
19.
Oh.
Wait, it's still not working.
My token wasn't
you have to.
selected.
You
gotta
can
click
Oh
your
yeah,
token.
click your token.
But oh,
Oh, now I feel like I'm cheating.
It's
To
okay.
go
I'm
from
gonna,
a 3 to
I'm
something
gonna
else.
add you guys. I think add
She-
turn.
Well, you can also
3.
just edit it once it's in there.
Yeah, it's fine.
So just,
Wait.
just change it.
Krog is 6. Got it then in there. Ren. Okay. Sorry, there's so many initiative rolls in chat. I don't know which one was the first one versus like the latter one now and stuff. So I'm just really confused.
Oh, I can change them too.
Thank you, please.
Yeah.
Mine was one lower.
Yep, I got you.
so all I have to do is press my token and then re-roll it.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
What? Ham. How are you?
What
Ham.
the heck?
Let me just give you a 19.
On the
Okay.
off chance
That was kind.
that someone was like a decimal point higher than Ham.
I love it.
It doesn't let me add Nesca's. I can't right click add.
Okay,
Nesca,
so I just
what
do.
was your number, Nesca? No, just tell me what your
I've
number
got
was.
it there.
Oh, first one was 16. Let's do 16.
16. Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
She's on the sheet. right there.
I got it. You're good.
and that's
Uh,
printed.
And so we had Nesca across the way, moving out. Yoop. Probably 10 to 15 feet ahead of Creep. Rin was in back.
Mhm.
Stub was in back with Rin, correct? Pim was probably about where Nesca started running. Krog, would you have started after Nesca? And Ham, would you have started after Nesca?
Yeah.
I wasn't
I'd be
listening.
like halfway between the two.
Okay, so I'll put Ham next to Pim, and I'll put Krog probably between. Is this okay? Everybody?
That looks
Yeah.
fine.
Works for me.
Like,
Okay. Sorry, let me bug through everything, and boop, there you go.
That's a big ass tree.
It's
Bush.
like a big flat shrub that is like uprooted itself and like lashed out at you. I will say it misses on this turn, but he's there amongst you now.
I don't mind rolling a dexterity save to jump over a
You can,
branch.
if you want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it.
I feel like he would have recoiled. Let's see. Whoop. It's 2.
You in your jump, you didn't get hit, but you dropped your weapon.
Shit. Okay.
So it'll take a turn or all of your movement to pick up that weapon. Your
Okay.
choice.
Cool.
Okay. Let me get this in here. Sorry, excuse me while I like figure my poop out as I go. Battle's still I'm not used to it yet, so.
There's a lot of moving parts.
It's a lot of moving parts, yeah.
There's a lot of moving parts.
Okay. Hope you guys are having fun. I'm glad
Yeah.
to actually get to a fight. I'm excited. It's called an awakened shrub in here, but I'm using a base of it. It is a cursed shrub. It's clearly cursed if you guys are close enough to see it.
I was gonna ask.
was this what you were talking about? Feeling badly about something? Was it a walking shrub that is unfriendly?
probably.
Krog
Well,
is
you
just
should have
trying to
said
stomp
something.
it away.
I didn't know.
Okay.
Just slap him. It works.
First round. Is everybody okay with starting battle now?
Yeah.
Cool. Ham,
Fight.
you're first up. This shrub stepped out right in front of you.
Oh!
If you saw him, you definitely saw it sweep a strike at Krog. Krog missed, dropped his weapon. This shrub is arguably the same height as you and probably like double to triple in diameter of your space. It's
Stay
a little tiny
away
tree.
from my friends!
And I cast Scorching Ray.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
Torch it
Oh my
all.
god.
Former other DM, is this at disadvantage because they're right
Is
next
it
to
melee?
it?
Yes, because it's a ranged attack, and
Yes.
there would be 3 separate rolls because Scorching Ray is 3 separate attacks.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right. I remember you saying
We're
that.
rolling those with disadvantage.
Why
on
am I
each one you wanna roll.
disadvantage?
With ranged attacks or ranged spell attacks, if you're doing it right next to you, it's a disadvantage, much like if you were like trying to get away, you would
There
get
are
opportunity attack. And
specific feats to
Yeah, like
make
combat
those
casting.
standard ways.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
But if you're in melee trying to make a ranged attack,
You'd
it's a
be essentially
disadvantage.
in the idea, you would be casting while somebody's like trying to like hit you
Gotcha.
and whack you and stuff. So you're dodging at the same time you're trying to cast, so it will be a disadvantage.
You're like
Oh.
under duress.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have like
How
a
would you suggest I do that?
melee or area effect,
You can do your Scorching Ray roll. I would, let's say your first one, you can roll it again, like roll another one just once without the disadvantage, and we'll just take the one of those two for one of the Scorching Rays.
so you're gonna roll 6 times.
Okay.
So 9 is your
Ah,
first one,
beans.
which does not hit.
That's my first one. Hit
Mhm.
disadvantaged. I'm gonna go ahead and do it again.
A
16
will hit. Roll me damage on it.
Thank you. 8 fire
Um,
damage.
This like ray shoots out of your little frog hands as you're still holding your book. It lands in it and it like ignites the inside of it at a larger speed than you normally would see would or other creatures ignite.
Cool. Ham's ego tells him that he's just really good at fire. So I'm gonna do it one more time.
Yep.
7?
No, it does not.
Or that's
It's
a
not
nat 1, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe out of your okay, and then you do it again. But it's big and it's on fire and it's right in front of you now, which is not where you're used to. Maybe you end up kind of swallowing that next one like you swallowed the fireball before. It doesn't hurt you, but it's definitely to clear your throat to get it out next time. So.
Yep, and then he's just like transfixed there with the fire in his eyes.
Okay, is that all for your turn? Anything else you want to do?
That's all I can do, I think.
Okay. Rin, you're up.
All right. Oh man. Let's see. I'm gonna try and get myself in here somewhere. Let's see. You know what? Since Pim's sitting right there, I'm gonna get next to Krog here. And kind of try and not necessarily shield Pim, but just kind of, if something should come up, try and make my way in so I can get between them and this shrubbery here. I'm gonna go for the first unarmed strike.
Okay, lands.
And awesome. And then wait a minute, where is? And then
Clarifying with me, you get two unarmed strikes.
Two unarmed, and I get a bonus.
Ignore that.
with
Sorry, ignore that.
It's okay.
I was doing something. Ignore that.
So you get two unarmed strikes as a base hit, and then you spin your key to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna spin the key for after the second strike, or after the second strike.
Okay.
To get the extra attacks.
Okay.
Just in case. Like it'll be like that'll basically the bonus will be my last whatever I do.
Okay. So both these hit. Roll me some damage on those.
All right. Where the frack did my damage go? Oh wait, duh, right here. Let's see. And then there.
Okay.
So 18. And I'm gonna spin my little
His mental image of you slapping a tree.
Like just hands and feet hitting a tree, just like, because that's normal. That's how we fight monsters.
You're fine. I will notate you with your damage on the first one. You're hitting bark.
Yeah, right.
And it's not landing like it did on the bear. I'm actually going to ask you, after you do your damage, every hit you do, I'm going to ask you to roll me back a 1d6 because you are hitting it with your bare fist where it is on fire.
Right. It would hurt. It would hurt. It's probably about to hurt a lot here in a sec.
Okay.
Let's see. There's that. And then this is the last one.
Okay, 20 hits.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
And then I need to roll. Oh, and let me turn.
For every landed hit you actually landed instead of missing, which is all of them up to this point. You need to roll me 1d6.
Like,
so you can probably do like
for each one?
Like, roll me 4d6.
So 46.
Oh my god.
Awesome, let's do this. Low rolls, baby. Low rolls.
You take 14 fire damage.
Oh.
My hands, my feet, my bunions.
Anybody else is close enough? You've seen Ren punch the crap out of stuff. You see bark, like kind of like ash and burnt bark, like flying, and while the shrub is like taking the hits, there's no voice or no audible like or anything about it. But there's definitely like branches falling and stuff. But now Ren is pulled back because he's audibly mentioning in some way of Ren that he's got burns on his hands.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to do, Ren?
That is, you know what? You know what?
Mark your damage on your sheet so I can see your health.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because I took 14?
14,
Yeah, I got it
yeah.
knocked down. And I guess for yep, that's all I got.
Okay. next is the shrub's turn. The shrub turns out with one of its like on fire branches now, and is going to try to lash out at you, Rin, for punching it in its little shrub side.
That'll do it.
Because it is hate cursed, it has a multi attack. So what it's gonna do is try to rake that hand at you, and then it's gonna try to poke you with like one of its burning ends of its fingers.
I just realized this is what happens. This is what would happen if trees in Minecraft fought back. It's a 23 and a 25, so a 23 on the
Oh,
rake.
yeah, that hits. That hits.
It does only 3 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the gore, where it's going to try to poke you, it does 17 slashing damage. And you feel the core place where you were struck in your back light on fire.
Oh god.
Oh no, this is not good.
Wait, so is he actually on fire, or it just feels like it's burning?
No, it's where the curse hit him before is
Oh.
like on fire. Okay.
Okay.
The shrub is done with its turn. Next is Nesca.
Okay. So am I like right next to it, or am I like a little bit?
You are right next to it.
So if I were to do a ranged attack, that would also be at a disadvantage.
A disadvantage, yes.
Okay.
But we did talk about this before, Joel and I,
Mm-hmm.
because you have dual wielding with your daggers.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to roll for that with the extra magic damage applied to whatever dagger would be in your dominant hand of your choice, whether you'd like to do the white one or the black one.
Okay. Yeah, I would be able to use both of them in one.
Yeah, it's still
turn?
like your basic dagger
Okay.
dual wielding attack, but it's not going to do double on whatever the magic damage was that's on your magic weapon. It'll just be the base of whatever your dominant hand will be fighting with.
So you either pick necrotic or you pick radiant for
I
main
want
hand.
radiant because this guy's shadowed as fuck. So.
All right, so
I'm here for
roll your full attack, and then you'll be able to roll. I think Joel, did you set up with the extra? Oh, the extra damage is on the hit with the black
Yes.
dagger, if I'm not mistaken. So you don't have to roll
So
anything extra.
so I do one white and one
No.
black.
So
dagger.
you're-
one
you're-
regular
you're-
dagger.
Action is going to be you do white dagger melee.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you're going to
this.
click that one. So you get a
24.
24.
24 hits, definitely.
So what you're
Okay.
going to do is you click the damage for this. So it'll be white dagger melee. You click that in the chat.
Okay.
So it'll do 3 slashing and 4 radiant damage.
Mhm.
Now, when
Okay.
you do your bonus action for your offhand, we just will ignore the necrotic damage that comes from that.
You'll hit
That's
the
the
base.
difference.
I
You'll just take the
see.
base number.
Okay, so I still hit black dagger, but just not like don't.
We will just
account for-
ignore one portion of the
Yes.
damage. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so I'll do that. 23.
23 hits, definitely.
Yay! Okay, and then I 4
So it'll be
slashing.
4 slashing. Yep,
Okay,
there you go.
Nice.
Yay! I'm helping.
So whenever you like change, you're like, oh, but I want like my main hand to be the black dagger this time. Then
Okay.
you would
But you need to specify that
switch.
before you roll.
before you do it.
the hit on
Okay.
it, so you're not choosing based on bias of what actually might
Right,
land a
okay.
hit. So.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. Yeah.
You like whirl around, you land that first hit, you sink the dagger in, and a light, because you haven't used these before, it's your first time, you sink it in, and you feel this like warmth, and then this light emits from the hole that you've stabbed this tree between the bark. And it is huge, and the tree or the shrub shuffles away from you, and then when it shuffles and comes back, you hit it with the next dagger. And you've definitely struck it hard. For everybody else watching, leaves are falling off the shrub, branches are falling off, but he's still up. He's still there.
I would like
anybody
to
else?
As I do this, I would like to see eat my ash.
No.
done.
No.
I'm done. So cute.
It's so cute. Okay. Would you like to do anything else in your turn? Nesca?
No.
As Nesca lands these hits, Pam, from behind you, you hear rustling. and
Lord.
out, pulling its little shrub roots out of the ground, appears another
Oh, okay.
another shrub.
Okay.
And it starts to make its way over to you.
Okay, cool.
So
nice.
here's all over again.
Okay, cool.
And it's going to take its movement to get to you. 5, 10, 15, 20. Boop. There we are.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Sure.
And that's all you can do on his turn. And so next we have Krog.
Oh, wait. Neska, roll sneak attack.
Oh yeah.
We're
You have
stupid.
the
You need to
BA
roll
the BA sneak attack.
What do I do?
There's just a button on your attacks that says sneak attack,
Oh,
and it just adds damage.
hiya. 5.
So 5 more damage.
So 5 more.
Yay! Take
Is
that, tree.
Is the core of you being a rogue? We better remember it.
The whole time I was like, something's missing.
Yeah. As we see this bush moving in, you guys also hear Neska on the other side of this burning bush, literally, sink one more in, and she says something about you, Ash, old, and then we return the camera to Krog's turn.
my bark is worse than my bite.
I
Ayo!
love
Okay, I'm
it,
done.
yes.
Sorry, I'm so
Get it.
sorry.
Oh my
Get
god. Krog
I'm so
has
sorry.
observed his companions trying to beat up this bush and is kind of just shaking his head at Ren, being like, what the hell, my dude? Holy crap. You did. I'm gonna start raging because this tree is getting out on my nerves. And I'm going to, pick up my axe. So I use my movement to do that.
Yes. We'll sacrifice your movement more because you're not gonna try to move anyways. But yes.
And then do I still get my action?
Yes.
Yes! I'm gonna beat the poop out of it with my great axe.
Okay. Cool.
11 to hit.
Okay. Nice. Does
Does it-
not hit though.
Damn. Second attack. Yay, barbarian. 16.
hits. Yep.
Woo! And then whoosh, 7 slashing damage. Yeah.
All right.
Plus my rage 2.
+2.
Okay.
9.
So you guys see Krog, lean down, pick up his axe, and just like swing. The trees, the shrub's branches that he swings into are already ash at this point, so it kind of slices right through it, no damage or anything. It's already gone. But the second reach around, he lands right into the trunk, and nearly chops the shrub in half. And the shrub's kind of leaning half on there, still reaching out to strike.
Krog is mad that it's still alive.
The audacity.
Stupid
Next.
tree.
Next turn is Pim's. Pim is going
Can
to.
I talk to Pim? Pim, run away! Get behind us, please.
Pim completely ignores you.
Oh.
And she's already turned to her one of her protectors this entire time, and casts Cure Wounds on Rin. As she's seen him take some damage, you heal 5.
Yeah. Or do that, I guess.
So as she's curing,
do
and
that.
then that's her turn. Next is Stuck.
Oh boy, I'm sitting here thinking like this is a shrub, and I have a bow. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna I don't have anything other than that to try and hit this, so I'm just gonna.
The one that's in front of you, or the one that's past it?
Yeah, so I'm gonna do this one first to try and
Sure.
take care of that, and I want to Hunter's Mark
Sure.
the same one.
Okay.
So longbow for 20,
Yep. Lands.
6 piercing damage,
Don't have to roll your Hunter's Mark. You
1 with
land
Hunter's
that,
Mark.
Yeah, you land that strike immediately. It hits right to the point to where, because it's easy to see it now, all of his branches have fallen down. He's flailing the last 2 that he has at you guys.
Mhm.
And you land your arrow into the gap where Krog has hit, and he falls over, and he ceases his swiping.
I guess I
Yes.
should have marked the other one, and I will longbow the other one. That's a 19
19 hits.
for 9.
Okay. Your arrow lands on the bark, and it chips, but it kind of pinks as it goes past.
It's an arrow.
Doesn't land,
It's
yeah.
not gonna do anything.
Lands, yeah. Okay.
And that's it.
All right.
We need tree bane arrows. That's what we need.
Yeah, where are my fire arrows?
Just ask Ham to set them on fire before you shoot them.
The shrub that you have now marked moves his way over. I don't know why he's now at 7 in this thing instead. Maybe I got their initiative over, but he's just gonna not strike out of this because his rotation is wrong. He's moving in, and he's gonna kind of start crouching over where the other one was. That's it. I think the one on 13 is the one that died. Yeah. Oh no. Where'd the other one go?
If you hover
16.
over
16.
the initiative,
Yeah.
you can.
Let me delete it. There we go. Okay. Next is Ham. This one has
Yeah, it
crumbled in
is.
front of you, and the
Burn
other
it
one
down.
has now trudged his way in front of you.
But Ham, after seeing Pim heal Ren, he remembers what Pim did last time we were in a situation like this. And he looks at the new bush and he gets all excited. It's like he got to be the bad guy in Among Us. It's like that feeling. Just heat and excitement in his core, and he casts Remove Curse on the other bush.
Oh,
Okay. Roll
fancy.
me 2d10, please. Okay.
A 4 and a 7. 11.
You guys see and hear him, Ham muttered the words of a removal of curse, reach out, and a light starts from inside the shrub, shrieks out around through the trees, and you see it like shake as a couple of branches fall off, and it turns its 2 extending, reaching arms in the direction of Ham.
Oh,
Did it not work? Did it not work? Did it not work?
You
is that dead?
definitely saw like some branches like fly off, this light like push bark off and stuff, but it definitely like turned towards you now. So,
I don't like this.
is there anything else you would like to do on your turn? Anything you can do?
The only thing I could do is run away, but then he'll have an opportunity of attack.
You don't
Yeah,
want
but
to
you'd only.
curse,
I mean,
it
you'd only
sucks.
take 1 hit instead of the 2.
But it could be hate
and-
cursed, remember? That's happened
I mean, he's
True.
gonna get 2 attacks anyways.
Not unless we kill it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Ham's gonna
Right.
stand
No
his
faith in
ground.
the party. No faith
You're right.
in the party.
Okay, next up, Bryn.
Okay. Since this thing has really hurt my hands and my feet, I am going to draw my quarterstaff, but not the
Okay.
tough love one, just
Okay.
the regular one.
Just the regular one. So you have 2
just the
stabs
regular.
off your back.
Yeah, just I don't want to help this guy, or I don't want to assume the shrub's gender. I don't want to help them. Yeah,
This bush.
awful.
That's it.
This bush that is before me.
Bush.
And yeah, I'm gonna thwack it.
Roll me a hit.
Yeah, and I want to make it clear I am wielding this bad boy two-handed.
Nice.
There's a difference.
You guys see him with his like burned
It's like Demon
knuckles, pull
Souls.
his like
Mhm,
staff
mhm.
out and then reach back to hit with his staff.
I get it.
13 does not hit.
Okay, I'm going.
You had Butterfingers that first time. It's fine.
Oh my god!
11 does not hit.
What's going on, Red?
And you guys see Ren like swinging into this tree, but he's not landing this shrub. He's not landing anything. It's whooshing in between leaves and coming back out with ease and not popping on anything that would make any substantial contact. So, anything else you want to do with your turn?
You know what? I'm just, you know what? I'm gonna just hang back. I'm just gonna hold the stick out in front of me and like just point it menacingly at the shrub.
Okay.
Oh, I think you would have had to take a step forward to use that, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Your staff is at a
You'd have to
5-foot
move
range.
forward. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'll let you retroactively.
Oh yeah, I didn't even say. Oh yeah, you know what? I
Yeah.
still thought I was in the.
No, you're fine. That's why I removed the other one, so it wouldn't be a confusion of which shrub is which in this space.
I didn't
now,
even see it.
Maybe that's why he missed, is because he was hitting the other one, you see.
I was,
Yeah.
I was,
Yeah.
I was poking the dead one.
Yeah.
Nesca, your turn. The shrub behind you that you poked and stabbed and did some radiant damage to is now down, but the other one has moved across and come into the way of your friend. But you're
Okay,
still
but-
not right next to it, so
Okay, so I could do the ranged attack this
if
time?
you want to, sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it with the radiant still.
Yeah.
So I gotta make sure I pick the right thing. Ranged. 25!
25
Wow.
Okay, I will do
Ooh.
Yeah. These
Nice.
are huge.
7 fire and 11 radiant. I look over him and I'm like, I got you. I'm picking up your work for you.
So, to the surprise, I assume, from the party who's paying attention, Nesca, who's always been right up front in fights, is swinging her short sword and dagger, pulls this radiant, or this white dagger out, almost as if she's holding a wand, and then fires this ray of light into the backside of the shrub, and it obliterates the backside of it, wipes all of the branches off, and leaves what looks to be like a burn mark through the bark that would have been there in the back.
Nice.
Hell
Eska,
yeah.
look what you did to its ash.
As Nesca does so, anybody who's facing to Nesca watching this happen, you see emerge from the pile of trees
Oh,
behind you or behind her,
Oh my god.
a tree that is
Oh, come on, dude!
a tree that is covered in smoke as it like roams up its bottom through its branches, and it's moving towards Nesca.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
There's something
and it is
behind me,
going
isn't
to
there?
Try to take a swipe at Nesca.
Well, but I have my secondary attack, right? Can I turn and hit him?
So
Or is
this
that-
is the
does that not work?
secondary portion of your new daggers. Is that the ranged attack is a full
Damn it.
action.
Dang it.
You
Because it's
could still
casting a
use your
spell, kind
bonus action to do your dash, disengage, and hide as a rogue, though.
But then it's gonna snap at me.
Not really. You can do that retroactively.
Disengage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's before I moved it too. I didn't ask you if you wanted a BA before that too. So if you want to go ahead and try to roll that, you can, and disengage and hide if you like.
Oh, okay. How would I roll that?
It's not a roll. It's an
not,
ability
okay.
that a rogue has. So you get to dash, disengage, or hide using your bonus action. And Leslie was saying that you didn't move before the tree had come up, so you can
But I
just
didn't
move
ask you.
now
So you can
anyways.
choose where you want to move to, and dash is your full movement. So whatever your full movement is, you can move in
So
that.
you have 60 feet of movement.
Yeah. So you can go wherever you want to.
Okay. Do I want to be close to people, or do I want to like flank the tree? Like.
Did we? And Leslie, this was my question too. Did we decide what to do with the ranged attack and sneak attack, or are we just going to leave it without it because it was like a spell?
We said it was a spell attack.
Okay. So it doesn't
and
get
so
the
it's-
bonus.
Yeah, it's still a 60 foot.
I
of
couldn't
spell,
remember.
But yeah, no
Mhm.
bonus on sneak. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I will move over to. Here.
So
Behind the muscle.
I think you guys saw Nesca fire this beam of light from her dagger, and then immediately like thumb it back and then run over. And Krog, you almost feel the wind as she like passes behind you, and she's now behind you, in between you and Pim. And
Hi.
as she does that, a tree moves out from the
Hi.
center of like forage in the middle, or forest in the middle.
Yeah. So that's a thing right there.
I'm gonna let the tree stay there. That'll be fine. And we'll move forward to Krog's turn.
What the heck? We're gonna have to fight this whole frickin' forest? Urgh.
Krog is gonna run at the tree.
Okay.
And swing wildly at it with a great axe. Ugh, 9.
Oh no.
Nope.
Shit. Second attack. 22.
Lance? Yeah, roll your damage.
Yes. 7 again, plus the 2 rage. 9 damage. that's all I can do for now. So I'm just gonna hang out.
Okay. Next up is Pim. Pim's gonna do the same thing she did previously. She realizes that her cure wounds is not covering all of the burns and marks on Ren's body, and she's like, "Just don't go down on me, okay?" And she like uses cure wounds again on you. Oh my god, when my brain can't speak. Boop. Boop, beep. So you heal 10.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
No.
All right. Next up, Stub.
Oh, that's a bigger problem. Using my bonus action, I will move my hunter's mark to the
Okay.
large tree creature.
Okay. I'm gonna mark it
I
with
am
those
then
golden crossbones again.
still realizing that, yes, this is a bow. It's not doing a whole lot, but I don't know, maybe it does something. I'm gonna roll my longbow to
Ooh, nice.
hit it.
Nice.
It's 24 and 23 for
Okay.
both attacks. 11, 7, 4, 3, and then Fury of the Small to add 6.
Okay.
So,
Jeez.
Good lord.
so that's
Yeah.
A little
10,
Gatling gun.
21, 28, 31 total of piercing damage, which I know is not a lot because it's going to be half with this stupid tree bark dumb stuff.
That's half we don't have to do.
True though. Yeah.
Piercing damage sucks.
Sorry about it. Okay.
It's all right.
All right.
I'll just dump the damage and then that's it. That's the turn. I guess I'm going to move
movement or
a little
anything?
bit here. Yeah, just
Sure.
a little bit back this way.
All right. The shrub that's still here by Ham, who has recently been hit by Ham's cure, is going to reach out to swipe and then gore at him.
No!
So he swings one of his branchy arms to try to rake at you. Boop.
Not the little one.
It's a 16.
Happy that hits.
5 slashing for you. And then he's going to, with the same harm, swipe and then try to poke into you and gore. It's a 26. It's a crit.
Oh.
And you take 22
Oh
slashing
my
damage.
god.
Do
Oh
I?
my god.
You got something for this, right? You got some magic nonsense for this, right?
Remember, you have like the most hit points, I think.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's true.
I mean, I'm
I
not
had 26.
bloodied.
I would have been dead.
Ham tank now.
From the ham tank.
Ham take. The ham just takes it.
Yeah. He's like,
Okay.
that didn't hurt.
What?
One tear.
You think a bush could take me down?
He's just got
Because
like
you're so
scrapes
gelatinous,
and
that's why. It's just
blood
like
everywhere.
Ham.
Little
as it
extra mucus
removes-
comes out.
And as it removes its branch tip point out of your hand, the pain lingers, and you notice your veins turn black on your arm.
Oh no.
Well.
Oh
God.
boy, we're not getting
Not
out of this
ham.
Oh no.
This is gonna be so bad.
one. Don't get angry, Ham.
Don't get
Okay.
angry.
It's Ham.
Don't get angry.
You might have a misunderstanding of my character to ask me not to be angry.
Yeah, because Ham is like.
Yeah.
Oh, we
no.
broke the
God.
camera.
Oh my
We
God,
broke the camera doing it. Ham's coming.
That's so good.
Terrifying. That is terrifying. Just say Ham's coming and then no signal. That is terrifying.
that's it.
Holy shit. That is how the world
Ham's
ends. That's actually the ending of, what is it, Cloverfield.
Yeah, that's the.
And now the true god, the true
The
problem
true
in this
ending.
forest
Oh my
is
God.
Ham as he absorbs himself into the shadow, and then that's
Yeah, Ham becomes the shadow, and that's the real bad guy.
Ham is the real final boss.
Oh God.
Okay.
I would be
your
honored,
turn.
Leslie.
You just got raked probably across your arm and then poked straight through it. And
Cool.
then left
I
you
broke my
with this-
camera.
Yeah, it's
We see you now.
There you
Hope
go.
so.
There you go. What would you like to do?
The bits were too strong. What would I like to do?
burn
I'm-
it down.
Burning it down.
Okay.
Fireball would be foolish.
No. Do it.
No.
But he's right
It
next
would-
to
Yeah.
it, so.
You could place it behind it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a peek at this spell.
It has an area of effect in a 60-foot
Do
range.
you like my face? I'm like, yeah, it's fireball.
Just do fireball. Yes.
Go for it.
Oh, now I'm definitely gonna do it.
Yes. Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
you have burning
can Ham-
hands? Now's a good
Yeah,
time.
Ham's got this like blackened hole in the middle of his palm, right? And he looks at it, and he looks at the bush, and he looks at the tree, and he puts his hand out with the hole, and from it, oh, you start to see the camera glitch, and, and a small Frieza style, a small beam of red energy just grows and grows and grows, and Ham triangulates it so that it will catch both the tree and the bush on fire, but not any of the party members.
What's the radius of it?
30.
I'm gonna throw the information up here. 150 feet.
Range.
No, I'm sorry,
Range.
that's the range.
It's a 20-foot
Oh my
radius.
20-foot radius.
Yeah. So,
You can
We've
angle
got
that bad
the
boy behind him.
ruler tokens for the fire as well in their list.
it's okay.
all barbed.
5, 10, 15, 20. So you're gonna hit it like... well, 20 foot is not really... I feel like if you put it here, it'll hit that tree. A 20-foot radius.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm an idiot. Yeah, so like...
Yeah. And Ham can shoot it 150 feet away, right? Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So that's kind of where it's gonna be.
Perfect. That's what I want.
That's where the fireball lands. And roll your damage. Cast it and then roll your damage. Well, let's see if it'll...
Casting it.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I need to do dex saves for them, so... Beep, beep, boop, boop, beep, beep, boop, boop.
Ham, did yours roll the damage or did it not do it?
It's
What's
blank.
the
Your spell
DC?
split.
It's against your spell save DC?
Spell save DC is 14.
Okay, the tree makes it.
No, it doesn't. Leslie,
does.
that's
It rolled
not fun.
It rolled a 16, I'm sorry!
Dang
it. And the shrub rolled an 11, so the shrub gets hit. What your
Doesn't the
damage
tree get
is-
hit as well? It's on a
Half
It is
damage.
on a
dex
save. You get half damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, roll your 8d6 of damage, and then the shrub will take the full amount, the tree will take half of it. Which actually the shrub will take double, and the tree will take normal. Because they're...
33.
Okay.
Jesus.
The power of hatred.
The shrub ignites in flame, immediately crumbles to the ground in ash. And you see the wind kind of come between, like, all of you and blow the ash away a little bit. The tree catches on fire. It rumbles and damage the way that wood and oak would. It's still up, though, and trying to move forward to you guys. Okay?
Oh my god, that was so fast.
Committed to it. Yes.
I love it.
Okay, Nesca, I know this is out of your turn. And Rin, and now Ham, roll me a perception check.
Oh god.
Ooh.
11.
Got 20.
Okay.
10.
Okay. Ham is overjoyed with his explosion of this bush and doesn't seem to notice. And Nesca, maybe you're just excitedly moving forward towards this other tree again. Like, oh, that one's down. I'm going back. But Rin, you notice across on the other side, all the way to the other side, there is a set of glowing purple eyes that have moved from a bush to a corner of a tree and is watching you.
Well, shit. I guess,
Friendly eyes are unfriendly eyes.
Nesca, Ham, everybody, back behind, ahead of us. We got trouble. That shadow's back.
Okay. Ham, is there anything else you wanted in your turn?
Feel my emotions.
Love it. Love it.
Don't like it.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Lift your curse.
So the area where the red is now, because you cast it in a forest over ground and brush, is on fire. So be careful.
Oh, this keeps happening.
Oh my god,
so
we were
weird.
in here to make up for the fact that we were burning half the town, and now.
Well,
don't like this forest anyway.
Deforestation.
What do you want to do? Our staffed monk. You want to stay over there? You want to keep getting healed? You want to move in? What do you want to do?
you know what? I'm not scared. I'm gonna move in. I'm gonna give this fire a wide berth. But yeah, we're gonna get in. I don't want to block any shots. I'm gonna get in right there.
Okay.
And
Is the shrub dead?
Oh yeah, the shrub that's by
Okay.
Ham is dead. Yeah, he's
Just wanna
goner.
make sure.
Yeah, no,
he's no longer with us.
he's deader in his.
And let's see. Let's go ahead and. I'm assuming. You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna. Yeah, we're just gonna stick with the staff because I don't want to take a whole lot of damage again. I'm just gonna swing the staff at it. Oh my god!
Oh.
Why?
The burns on your
Why?
hands hurt a lot. And as you try to swoop that staff around, maybe it hits a blister that's already forming from the fire and retracts back before it even tries to land.
Why? Yeah. Oh my god, why?
Wow.
Why?
2 in a row, man.
Oh my god.
As a ruthless DM as I will be at this moment, because you rolled 2 crit failures, you drop your staff. You drop your staff. It hurts so much for you to try to swing that you drop it. So.
That's on loan.
Not my staff.
He's crying over there.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm gonna sit here and just stare at my hands. Just like, why?
That's I've had those days where I've rolled 2 nat ones too, and I'm just like,
Why is this curse on me?
Our Jesus, why have you forsaken me?
Nesca, Ren, and Krog, you suddenly feel the spot in which you had ever been previously hit and marked with curse almost vibrate in pain. No damage taken, but it is achy. And across the wood, you see emerge.
Dude.
Ooh, spoopy guy.
Dude,
And
what?
he
Back.
is going to slide his way across
Ew.
On, man.
this space. All right. That's his turn.
Why did I pick
Next,
a bow?
I
This is unreal.
but okay. We can see him, but we can't really do anything.
You can blast him.
If you can get within 60 feet of him, okay. And not blocked by these mushrooms and a big like forage in front of you.
But I don't.
You want to blast him?
I don't want to get. I mean, if I have to get close enough, right?
60 feet.
Yeah,
60
60 feet is
is-
very far away.
Wait,
60
how do
feet's
I
like-
measure that? Hold on.
Like
The
there's 45
little circle
is
with
the
the
line
comb.
stub.
Oh wow! Wait.
My
Yeah.
argument, my argument is here.
So I could reach him. Oh,
Yeah,
but I have all the stuff.
This area here is like also trees and stuff. So if you try to shoot through this, I'm gonna ask that you roll a disadvantage.
You just go run by Stub and you
I can.
make the
Yeah, I was
shot.
gonna say
Yeah.
I'm gonna run to Stub.
like in here somewhere.
Like here. I can. Okay. And then I'll hit him with the radiant.
Okay. Roll it.
Let me see. I gotta get the. Is it this one? Yes. 18.
18 hits.
Yes. Thank God. Oh, sweet fire and 13 radiant. Yeah.
She's like,
This dagger
Okay.
is ridiculous.
And I'm I'm like, it's you! You did this to me!
So you guys see her reach out forward, blast this ray of radiant light across the field. It like lights the grass up as it goes, lands within the shadow, and then like blows this like portion of a hole on the right side of it, and its eyes turn to immediately focus Nesca.
Oh, turn to 7. I'm like, you know what? It was worth it.
All right, is that all you want to do for your turn?
Yeah. I guess that's all I can do, though. Yeah.
Okay. The tree that is next to Krog and Rin turns to Krog, who has chipped away a bit of it, and slams one of its branches down over the top of Krog. It will not land. You kind of dodge a bit out of the way as you see it coming down, but then the branch, like a smaller branch on that long arm, tries to gore into you.
No touchy.
And it doesn't. It misses. You probably deflect it with your axe quickly as it raises his arm back up. And that's all for its turn. Next is Krog.
Haha, missed me.
Swings. Great axe. Hi-ya! 25.
Yeah!
Nice. Lands. Roll your
I'll
damage.
smack him. 6 slashing plus my rage.
nice.
So 2. And another swing. 26.
Nice.
20.
Give me that double damage. Let's go.
Yeah, boy.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Chop that tree
19,
down.
20, 21. And then I have my savage attacks. When you score a critical hit with a melee weapon, you can roll one of your thingies again. So I'm just gonna touch the top one so it doesn't do double. 14! Woo!
To pull the Matthew Mercer, how do you chop this tree down?
Gloriously. In slow motion, with sweat flying off of my brow as I just slice it in half. And then go shooting off into the sides of the tree in the forest.
Yep. And you guys
Wow.
just see this rage barbarian
Yeah.
just whacking into it, and this tree branches are flying off, like the trunk is dissipating now in front of you, and at the base of the ground in front of Krog is just the ash, or like the burned bark bit of the bottom of the tree stump sitting there.
And then
he's gone.
this glorious battle cry afterwards.
All right, next up is Pim.
Wait, I want to move. I want to move.
Go for it. Oh, go for it. Sorry, I forgot you didn't move that turn.
I'm running at this other thing now.
Oh my god.
The rage
Krog.
consumes. The rage
Slash.
consumes.
Krog slash. So what's that? 20 to there.
Yeah,
And
measure
20.
from your actual token, and it'll be the right measurement. So if you just do
There-ish.
there you go.
I'm coming for you.
Alrighty.
Cool.
And Pim is going to follow behind you. Knowing that she had done damage on this shadow before, she just chases through. I'm sorry, Pim. I'm sorry, Hayden. Sorry.
Ham just like,
Sorry.
oh.
Poor Hammy, so honestly the most damage.
I feel like she maybe turns back and goes, come on, like to him. But sorry. Okay, next up is Stub.
Okay. First thing, Stubbs gonna look at this. Nice shot. And then, as he runs over to Ham, uses his movement to get over here, he yells at Ren and says, "Pull yourself together, man!" And then is going to cast Cure Wounds on Ham.
Stubbs,
Ham grabs onto Stubbs inappropriately.
Pim left me to die.
I got
You
you.
came back for me.
Hey, I got you. I'm gonna cast it at level 2 for 12 points of healing.
All right. Put that back to
I'm
your
not a
phone.
very strong spellcaster, but I've got a little bit.
It worked.
It's not much,
Thank
but
you.
it's something.
And then
Thank
I will
you
use my
so
bonus action
much.
to point towards the shadow and say, "You fiend!" And I will mark it with my my hunter's mark.
Who are you talking to?
The shadow. The shadow.
What are your
Is there-
favorite
Ham
enemies,
can't see
by
it
the way?
past the mushrooms.
I have monstrosities and beasts, I believe.
This is a monstrosity.
I would say it is, yes.
Let's see.
It's very much a monstrosity.
I would say so, yes.
It doesn't help me in otherwise, but yes, I can track it down if it runs away. If it runs, I can follow it, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Ham, or sorry, Sub, anything else you want to do?
I'm good.
All right. Ham! Your turn!
Ham.
Can I see this thing at all?
You can probably see it moving between the trees across from you, but again, with the same thing I told Nesca, if you're gonna try to cast through the center part of trees, you'll have to roll a disadvantage.
Gotcha. Ham's a little bit in shock because Ham's not used to taking that much damage, and now there's like a spot that won't heal on his hand. What do I want to do? What do I want to do?
Burn it down. You got another fireball in there somewhere, don't you?
I do have another fireball in
I
here
know
somewhere.
you do. Yeah.
But a disadvantaged fireball.
How is it disadvantaged?
Just casting, it's through the space.
Move.
You can move.
So you can see it.
Yeah, you can definitely move down. And you could probably cast in like this area or something. You have a long range of attack.
Big blow up.
Oh, you're right. I'm choosing to be wrong.
It's up to you. I mean,
Channel your inner candle maker.
Yes. Yes.
I've never made a candle in my life.
Speed one.
It involves lots of fireballs. That is.
Yes. Lots of fire everywhere.
Can I see it from here?
Yeah. So your distance. Do you know how to measure distance in here?
Nope.
You are, let's see, 65 feet from it. So you can cast, it's like 100 and some odd feet. So you can definitely cast it like anywhere around it if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I cast fireball.
Where do you want to cast? Do you want to do like here? Wait, like
It won't hit
here,
anybody if I
here?
nail him right in the gut, right?
Yeah.
You have to place it a little bit behind him,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a-
without hitting
right
Krog,
around-
I'm gonna.
doesn't-
Yeah, without like
that
right
okay?
around there somewhere.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Boop.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Like here?
Who cast at what level? Level 3. Submit.
There you
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
gosh,
perfect.
grabbed the wrong thing. God dang it! Let me grab the box. Sorry, excuse me. I'm the internet. Here, I'll
There's a little sub battle going on here.
Oh my god.
This is combat in roll 20. And there's just 1,000 moving pieces when you're playing DM.
I'm not gonna try to fix it. Just
Yep.
imagine that it's just over and up a little bit.
I wish my rage was that cute, but I just sound like a fucking witch.
So, roll your damage for me if you don't mind. On that guy.
So /R. Help me.
It's 20.
Didn't you
What,
just
you
hit
did
fireball?
24 damage.
Yeah, it's
You
24.
already did it.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, it's already there.
Oh, okay.
He rolled a 15 on his dex save out of it, but
It's 12.
yeah, but he still takes good damage out of it. And so you guys see this fire land behind flash on this shadow and explode behind it. And you can kind of see the fire like roll up over its back and shine around it and then kind of fade down as it's not really flammable, but it does take damage. So. But definitely the ground around it is caught fire on the brush and whatnot at its feet. Okay?
Okay.
Sweet.
That's it.
Okay. Next up is Ren.
All right.
Don't
you know,
forget your weapon.
you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna rush in.
Punch it.
Oh god.
I'm gonna do what brought me to the dance. That's how we're doing it. I'm rushing in. I'm going in like Hidden Leaf Village style.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, and hopefully my hands don't betray me, the way the wooden staff did. Let's see. That's one.
That does not land.
And I got 24.
Yeah, 24 hits.
All right, and let's see. So that's gonna be 6, and I'm gonna spend a key point.
Is he slapping his shadow?
I'm
Kind of.
slapping the frack out of it. Because these hands are magic now.
He might have missed the first swap, but I think whenever he missed the first one, he saw where the shadow had avoided him and concentrated himself at a different space, and he lands immediately on that space afterwards.
That's right.
Spend your key point.
All right, and it is lay spent, and I'm going for 2. Oh, that is not hit,
Nope.
but that hits.
Okay. Roll me your damage. 5.
And I got a 5. And
Okay.
yeah, I feel better about myself now.
Love it.
That's
Go
all I
ahead,
got.
bro.
Yeah.
You all see the shadow like well at its base and almost like a bubble roll up its body to the top where its eyes are, and then spew in front of it the same sludge you saw in the town that the soldiers were in. And Rin,
Oh,
I'm gonna need you
Red,
to roll
dodge
me a
it!
dexterity saving throw.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Not again.
This is gonna suck.
Nice.
Oh,
Dex save.
I got
Okay, you will take
18.
half of this damage.
Okay.
7.
Awesome. That is way better than what I thought it would be.
Okay. And it sits there with its eyes ablazing in your direction, but does not move. Ebbs and waves and flows. Next up is Nesca.
I'm gonna hit them with the radiant again, but I'm not gonna hit anyone else, right? Like,
No, yeah. Unless you crit fail. No, I'm just kidding.
Now that you've said that, you've spoken it into existence.
okay. 27.
Nice.
And okay, 5 fire, 10 radiant.
Okay.
These daggers are nice, man.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
I'm
nasty.
useful now.
They're-
Just a Pyrex container.
So buzzing over Rin's shoulder as he's in this sludge of necrotic around his feet, and then moves a bit out of the way. The light bursts right into the center of that shadow and almost for a second blows a hole in the middle of it. You see the entire thing downsize as it reforms that space. But a huge gap in the middle as it then reshapes back into space. Okay.
cool.
Anything else you want to do with your turn?
I'll move a little closer, like here, and then that's it. I'm good.
Okay. Krog, you're up.
Krog smash! Krog's gonna run up and smash. Oh, am I in the fire if I stand here?
You are.
I need to be there so I can smack him though, so I'm in the fire. Yay.
Okay.
Great
At the end of your
axe.
turn, I'll just get you to roll me a dex save. If you
Cool.
fail it, you'll take 1d6 higher damage. We'll just say
Okay.
1d6.
First
Oh wait,
attack.
no, what is hands?
Whoa.
Well, does it matter? No, we'll just say 1d6. Fine. It lands.
18?
Yeah.
Yay! Smark. 15.
Oh,
Woo!
God.
15
Nice.
slashing. Damn. Plus
Alrighty.
2 rage. And
Okay.
second attack. 15 to
15
hit.
does not hit.
Ooh. Okay.
Uh,
I will stay where I am in the fire.
Okay. The Krog chops in, removes a chunk, but again, the same thing. You see a bit of the shadow's size diminish as it reforms the gap where the hit landed on some solid form of it.
Mhm.
And then unfortunately, the second one doesn't hit or land.
Okay.
Next up, it's Pim.
Wait, my damage from the. I'm in fire, DM. I'm in fire.
Roll me your dex save. What was your spell save DC?
Oh.
Pam?
14.
Oh, it's a fail. Roll me 1d6. We'll just do it because it's just kind of like embers on the ground now, so it's just your feet.
Oh, your toes.
Oh, 1d60. Whoops.
Whoa.
Hang on.
wow.
Hang on.
You can
I mean, it
roll
still
if
is
you
a
want.
5.
I mean, to be
Two.
fair, yeah. If you wow.
That was a pretty safe roll at 1d6.
Yeah.
We'll take the 2 damage, so you can feel like the
All right.
bit of like ash, like as you step on this burnt ground, come up and sting the sides of your ankles. And you take a little damage
Okay.
from it.
I'm just kind of hopping.
Cool. Pim runs forward.
Do the thing, Pim.
10,
Do the thing.
15, 20,
Yeah.
25, and she casts remove curse. And where'd my sheet go?
Always with a
Here we go.
sensible play, huh?
Yes.
Him OP. OP.
It's like, this worked once, let's try it again, you know?
Hell yeah.
Your cast remove curse. 2d10. Boop. And it's gonna do almost the same size hole as what you guys saw in Nesca's blast in the middle of it. And it does the same thing where it reforms after the damage is taken.
Twinsies.
By this point, the shadow went from being like near tree size to normal human size. And it's about at Yells. Most Yells viewing eye to eye. Okay. Stub, your turn.
Yeah, so Stub is going to yell out to Ham here. Are you good? Are you good? Or do you need more? You kind of ran off before I was done.
To address the question, he would have been in the square either way, even with it shuffled to the left a little bit. So, anyways, keep going. Stub, sorry.
No, just leave me like Pim.
Oh, you whiny little baby.
Did I hear that?
Probably.
He said it
Unless
under
he was
his
trying to
breath.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
Uh-huh.
14 healing. Now, shh.
So between your frustration of the curse already on your hand, maybe hearing
Can-
Stub
what?
say
Just-
something under his breath, it's a little bit extra soothing to feel this heal from you at this moment. So, okay.
Just one more, Stub. Just one more, and I could be full health.
Just one more.
Yes, but also our friends. And he like points over to Krog, who's standing in fire now. So might need a little bit of the help too. And I'm almost running dry.
Also, the fire.
Ham
that
just
you
shows
made-
the hand.
We can address that later. Later, look at that. Points over at the shadow and like Krog swinging an axe in the flames while, you know, we've got our monk friend punching at shadows. Like,
I love it.
later.
Okay. Is that all you want to do with your turns?
That's all I can do.
Alrighty. Ham, your turn.
It's my turn.
Your turn.
I'm going to Scorching Ray at the spooky thing.
Okay.
Because I want to cast Remove Curse, but I'm out of level 3 spell slots.
Too many fireballs. Oh no.
So for each ray, you're gonna roll and see if it lands through him.
Yes, I am.
15
15,
does not hit.
26,
26.
nat 20.
That hit.
It should roll double damage on that.
I don't know what
Okay.
it did.
You got it.
It did, yeah, the 5
Yeah,
plus
you-
the 7.
Cool.
Okay.
And then
Then
last
roll,
one.
you want to do one more? Yeah.
16?
Does not hit. Yeah. Not.
Shifty beast.
If only I had
Shifty.
one more hit point.
Only one more.
Okay. Is that all you want to do with your turn? You want to move at all?
Don't make Ham mad. Don't make Ham
No.
mad. Don't make Ham mad.
So Ham's like patting on his feet back there. Beep, beep, beep. Rin, your turn.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna keep the party going. You said it's like human size now, right?
Yeah. It was huge, like tree size before, as it lurked out and moved within the shape, and then now it's gotten down to where it's like almost under eye level for you, but like regular for maybe like Nesca's height.
Okay. Well, now he gets to look me in the eyes as I beat his ass.
Yes.
Let's see.
17 hits.
That hits? Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Thank God. I was scared for a second. So 7 damage on that one. And second attack.
Ooh, nice.
Hits, yep.
And give
Okay.
him that one. And I'm going to go ahead and do it. We're going to spend another key point because
Is
this
that all?
guy ain't going
Do you
anywhere.
have 3 of them?
It's got
I have
it's meant to
3
6.
left after this one.
Okay.
It's level.
Because I have 6 now.
Yeah, that's right.
And we're just gonna go ahead and lay into this
24
bad
hits?
boy.
Yep.
That one does not hit.
13 does not hit.
Okay.
Roll your 24 damage.
All right, and
6, okay.
yeah, there we go.
So he lands these punches. Now he's realized, you guys, Rin has realized where he can kind of see where it's forming its shape in between the mist of its movement and stuff. And he's landed a few of them. He missed one. And the shadow is just down. It's almost hand size now. And before it gets a chance to act, you guys hear a voice from the forest behind it. And it casts in a druidic language. You hear it.
Bragi be gone. My forest I protect.
And it like bursts into light and dissipates into the air. And as it falls, in front of it, you guys same kind of light that you've seen with the remove curse. You see a turtle, an old, wrinkled turtle on the other side of the forest. A large, like, hat covered in mushrooms and growth and moss on their shell. And their hands, their huge turtle hands extended after casting, and they fall to their side, and they look out at you and ask, I guess, Rin or Krog, whoever's closest.
Why are you here?
And that ends your fight.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
I have so many questions.
Yeah.
I just want to pass out.
I would like to get out of the
That's my
fire.
response.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna faint backward.
So I feel like you guys all move out of your space, out of your fire in space. And I think that's where we'll have to end based on time-wise. I'm sorry we went
Yeah.
over quite a bit.
We are.
Well, we started
That
kind
was
of
super
late,
fun.
so.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shot
Okay.
That was
Jeez,
wild.
man.
That was fun.
We've got stuff to address, I guess. This has been
I'm proud of
DieFall,
us.
This Seed of Life episode
yeah, dude,
7.
we fought so much better this time.
Yeah,
Like,
we
it was
fought
Yes.
and we role played.
Yeah, even though
good.
we had like new stuff, I feel like we picked it up really fast.
Mhm.
I'm proud of us.
This has been the show. We're gonna do shout outs and then we're gonna go. So let's start with, let's do Stella first this time. Stella, where can people find you out on the internet?
Parallax Stella on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, where I stream like every other day. I'm currently playing through Demon Souls, and it gets me very salty. So if you like seeing someone get irrationally upset, you can watch me play through that. Yeah.
Excellent. And then Alias, where can people find you out on the internet?
Twitch.tv/aliasv, and if you go to my YouTube, you can subscribe and help me hit 25,000 subs by Christmas, because that would be awesome. I'm like 50 away or something, so that'd be nice.
Whoa,
get
that's
it.
so
It's
low.
close.
Wow, that's crazy.
So many.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
Guys,
go there. If you want to find me, go to
Go do it.
YouTube.
Go
Do
do
that,
it.
and then Twitter and Instagram, whatever. I have cute cats. Come hang out. I'll
And go
show
to
you
the
pictures.
first video, chat. Smash that like button and leave
my
a
God.
comment that says Merry Christmas.
Yes.
you go.
Aw.
Lord, where can people find you out on the internet?
Oh man, they can find me on youtube.com/blurred without fear, where I post videos throughout the week about the latest and greatest in comics and comic book related media. And I also stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/blurred without fear. And you can also find me on all the social medias, all the media socials. You can find me as Blurred Without Fear on most everything except Twitter, where I am Blurred minus Fear. And yeah, come holla at your boy.
Nice. Thanks for playing, man. Beth, where can people find you out on the internet?
You can find me on Twitch, Beth the Red, on Twitter, Beth the Red, on YouTube, Beth the Red, on Instagram, Beth the Red. But I
God, you got
want
it locked down.
I want you to go to Spotify and check out D&D, Dungeons, Dinner and Dungeons and Dragons, my other D&D podcast. We just started our season 4, and we've went on like an epic pumpkin quest, and it's just like a fun comedy D&D podcast. It's a good time. One of our cast members was accused of murder, and we were just looking for pumpkins, so
So it went
hilarity ensues.
well. So it went well. Good. Excellent. Thank you. And go do that. All right. Simply, where can people find you at on the internet?
Hi, simply _JXZ or no underscore, depending on the media you look for, but if you just search for it, it's probably there. I don't really post on Instagram that much, but if you want to look at old art, go for it. Twitter is where I do the spicy memes, where I recently found out that apparently I am a Stevie Nicks obsessed Elder Scrolls listening hipster via some bot. I play a lot of Final Fantasy XIV on my channel. I also have started integrating some D&D one-shots every couple of months for community. So if you are interested in learning how to play on a 4 to 5 hour run, please come and sign up. And that's it. That's me.
Excellent.
Oh,
Thank
happy
you
holidays.
very much. And that's that'll do it for us today, as I can finally get everything over and hopefully everything's not broken. If you want to catch up on the other stuff that we have done here, you can head on over to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/runawayrobot, or you can catch us in podcast format on DieFall Dungeons and Dragons or DieFall on Apple, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, places. We're getting even more places. It's all good. I think this will be the last show for the year for us here. So we will see you all in the new year, which is exciting. And we wish you all a happy holidays, a happy new year, and we will see you then. So goodbye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.